Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's time, well it's not quite time for kickoff, but it's definitely time. It's Manchester United's visit to Liverpool. It's top against second and we are top. And with some trepidation I suppose, I do show you something that gives me a lot of nerves. And by no means am I saying that this is definitely the team that's going to be picked, but it's certainly... For anybody who was live with us last week, they know that there was a team that I tweeted on Twitter that was wrong, but whilst we were live half an hour before kickoff, I got a message saying this is the team, and this person has been right for the last 2 games. So, this is the team I've been told by that person. They're either going to get a hat-trick, and they are a very good source, or they're going to get it wrong, but that is the team we have been told will play today. So De Gea in goal, Lindelof and Maguire at centre-back with Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, McFred in the midfield, Bruno, Pogba to the left, Rashford to the right, Martial up top. To be honest with you, I'm going to wait until... And also Matip doesn't start for Liverpool. So this is all coming from the same source. There's a lot there that's risky. You know, I'm not taking responsibility for this. This is just what I've heard for the 3rd game from this person. I don't understand how you could drop Eric Bailly. I cannot understand how you would do that. I'm not convinced that playing Paul Pogba off the left-hand side is the best idea, really, because can Pogba hurt Trent like Rashford can? And I think Robertson's better than Trent, so why would you put Rashford against Robertson? And Martial, is he even fit enough to start? So there's definitely hope if you don't want that to be the team. There's definitely hope that won't be the team. But I can only tell you that that's the one that we've been given. And we will have to wait and see what happens with it. But a lot of people obviously are going to say Victor Lindelof starting. The only thing I would say is, and I have to be fair and I have to repeat what I said this morning, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the manager of Manchester United and he's certainly earned the right to pick the team that he thinks is right. And whatever team he picks... We can all have our thoughts and reservations or happiness. That's absolutely fine. But until this game is over, we won't know whether he's got it right or not. And look, if that is the team, there's risks there. Of course there are. And I think we all know where those risks are. But he's earned the right to pick that team. And I don't think we should go off on one. Because actually, when I was thinking about it, because I got told this about an hour ago, which makes me think hopefully it's not true. Because an hour ago is nearly 2 hours before team news comes out. So that would be a little bit weird. But... it might have been thrown out there to... And look, let's be honest, this might have been thrown out there to throw Liverpool off the scent. And I hope that is the case. That could well be the case. What's your score prediction today, mate? Says Ronnie Chamberlain. I'm still going to go 1-1. Thanks for the super chat. You can do that through the $sign. But what I would say about that team, if Lindelof does play and McFred play, what is it... you've always got to look at a game tactically. And you, as much as I have, and sometimes more, have said, Eric Bailly, quick... high line, press high up the pitch, make more things happen. Are we against Liverpool going to play a high line? Are we against Liverpool going to push our midfield forward if we're playing McFred? It's very obvious how we're going to play. If you play McFred, you're not pressing high up the pitch. You're protecting your centre-backs. If we're playing Lindelof, we're playing deep. We're going to hit Liverpool on the break. That's what we're going to try and do. Which is weird why you would play Pogba off the left, but maybe we've got something working tactically, I don't know. But I think, to be fair, if Lindelof does start, we're going to play a deep line against Liverpool anyway. So the pace of Bailly would probably be redundant. But what I would say is, there's no way in a million years Eric Bailly deserves to be dropped. I couldn't understand it when he got dropped after the Villa game because he won us that game with that block late on, and I won't understand it if he gets dropped after the Burnley game because I thought he was brilliant in that. But Ollie has shown in the past that Lindelof and Maguire are his first choice centre-backs. And if he goes with that, and it's a big if, then he goes with that. I'm still going to go with 1-1. If he's actually going to play Lindelof, we'll lose his reason why we concede so much. And we lose, I hate him, says Aiden 10. And Lindelof isn't the biggest worry in this team. The biggest worry is that Fred and McTominay are Ollie's go-to in big games, which is scary, says Sean Negative Turner. And we are hearing that Matip is not playing today. I've just had another message actually from the person who sent me the team. 1 minute. He's not had any changes to that team either at the moment. Why does he love McFred so much, says Mamba, and have to play Bay? Doesn't. Don't worry, Mark, says. I'm not worried. I mean, look, I think people I think people get lost in the fact that I can only give you the information that we get. I can't say anything more than that. And the reality is that the information that we've got... Sorry, let me just move that into the right position. The information that we've got is that. So we will see if that's going to be true very, very soon. And thanks for the super chats. Bay deserves to play. Agree. As for Pogba, is the team I want Pogba central, Bruno false 9 and Martial and Rashford wide, says Martin Richards. He might have something. That's relevant there, but we'll see. Lindelof is so obviously the right choice today, says Robert McCormack. An interesting point there. I must just say as well, you might be noticing what I'm wearing. We are sponsored by Boohoo Man today. I'm wearing some of their new Boohoo Man Active range. I bloody love this top, actually. Shiny shoulders, shiny hoodie, and then a different texture on there as well that keeps you nice and warm. Well, today's video is sponsored by Boohoo Man. And I've been trying out some of their new Boohoo Man Active range, which I'm wearing now, which has been excellent for me helping out losing some of those Christmas pounds. So I would certainly recommend you checking that out. Also this week, the launch of the brand new Florida Keys collection, which is much better than the Salford Keys collection that I suggested. So make sure you head over to Boohoo Man and use the code United Stand on checkout to get 40% off all their new amazing items, including their new Active range, of which I'm wearing something now. And as an additional extra, because it is a watch along, Boohoo Man are giving an £800 voucher away to one of you lucky people. All you've got to do is head to the description, click the competition link, fill in the entry form. You've got until 12 p.m. on Monday to enter, and at that time they will choose one person at random to win the £800 voucher to spend there. The winner will be announced on the Wednesday evening show on this channel. Links in the video description for that. Like I say, I'm wearing some of their new Active range, and I'm very, very happy with this top. It's very, very nice. But you can also... you could win an £800 voucher. Link is in the video description for that. Okay, let's have a look. Cavani needs to start, says King Kenson. Lindelof is not good with Maguire, says David DeGoat. Not David DeGoat, that was Bob. Haha. You know what? I just don't care who plays just number one. No one moaning about lineups, says Robert McCormack. Well, Robert, you can't tell people what to think. One thing I've learnt in this game is that you cannot tell people what to think when it comes to their football opinions. I have made a pledge that this is such a big game. This is first against second. Solskjaer deserves the opportunity to pick whatever team he wants. Whether I agree with it or not, I'm not going to start moaning about it because I don't think this is the game to moan about it. At full time, if he gets it wrong, he gets it wrong. But remember what I said. Remember what I said this morning. I said this morning that, you know, today we're going to find out at about 6:30 tonight when the final whistle blows. Today we're going to find out where we are as a football club. Now, if we lose this game because of Lindelof and Maguire, then there's going to be a lot of people saying, told you, Lindelof and Maguire ain't good enough. If we win this game, then Solskjaer's going to be going, told you, I'm developing this club the way I want to do. Let's just see how it pans out. I think that's the main thing. Never mind the lineup or the final score, says Julian. I just want to see the team show the hunger and fight to win the game and their individual battles. Come on, United, says Julian S. Any news on the bench or just the supposed starting lineup? Got nothing on the bench. Nothing on the bench, Sam Ameson. Man United have got players on the bench. I just don't know who the bench players are going to be. Sharath Smith, they're all just jealous of you in this community. Manchester United without fans from across the world would be Burnley, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Thanks, mate. And you all want Bailly, but if we play a high line against Liverpool, we'll get smashed. Bailly ain't fast enough to catch Mane or Salah, says Sean Negative Turner. Yeah, but he hasn't got to be fast enough, has he? It's the big one, mate. Can't wait for kickoff. 2-1 United is my prediction, says Joseph Tyrrell. Bruno masterclass incoming. Cavani should start for me as well. Let's go beat those Scousers, says Joseph Tyrrell. You know what? I don't know what the score is at the moment. I suspect I do, and I think it is currently. Well, it's not. What am I doing? Hey, up. Let me get off there. You're right. The interesting thing is, if the score stays the same in the Spurs game, which is 2-0 at the moment, Liverpool are down to 4th place if Spurs win by 2 goals or more before kickoff. And if we beat Liverpool and Man City win tonight, Liverpool are down to 5th. Told you the pressure's on them. They've got to win. Imagine being a 30-year-old Scouser all his life seeing Man United dominate everything, and then they finally win it last year, but Man United seems to be back again. Too soon, Sheikh. Too soon, but I like the idea, but it's too soon. I don't expect to see it, but if Diallo is on the bench, I'll be gassed, says Fearless Official. I don't think we will see that either. Jacob Hexamer says Rashford needs to play on the left in this game. He always has Trent on toast when we play them, says Jacob. I mean, look, we're going to get the team news quite soon in about 20 minutes' time, but if that is the team, and that is the leaked team, so we will see. apparently, I can read out the leaked Liverpool team now for you from the same guy. So look, if he is right, I want everyone on Twitter to go on my tweet from an hour and a half ago and back us up a bit here, because we've taken a lot of stick putting that team out early. And if it's right, I want a bit of bloody give back here. But the team for Liverpool is apparently, now take this with a pinch of salt again, because I'm not saying it's definite, but this is from the person who's given us that team. Alisson in goal, Trent, Hendo, Fabinho, Robertson. That's their back four. Henderson and Fabinho as centre-backs. Thiago, Wijnaldum and Shaqiri, Salah, Firmino and Mane. So it would be a midfield three of Thiago, Shaqiri and Wijnaldum, and a centre-backs of Henderson and Fabinho. Which is, you know, it's a good 11 players for Liverpool, but two or three of them are just out of position, aren't they? All about the performance, Mark. Results will come, says Nathan Kebbell. So no Matip for Liverpool. And is this the predicted lineup? No, Bailly, says United Live. This is the leaked lineup. My predicted lineup did have Eric Bailly in it. Joshua Bowwater says the result isn't something to be dramatic about today. What I'm looking for is a solid defensive performance where we keep ourselves in the game, says Joshua Bowwater. Can you call Leon Jones a prat, says Xbox PS Gamer. And I'm surprised Telles isn't starting at left back instead of Shaw to provide us some with width on Pogba's side. Very strange lineup. Well, look, let me just come back to this team for a minute. If this is the team, the merits of it are that McFred are combative and energetic. Duracell bunnies, passion merchants, whatever. You do need that in this game. So I predicted he was going to go with those two. The centre-back pairing, I don't think you can win a title with those two centre-backs. And I think even if we did win a title, we've still picked up a lot of points already with Bailly and Maguire, haven't we? So I don't know. I don't know about Maguire and Lindelof. I think that's a massive risk. But I would almost say the bigger risk is putting Paul Pogba on the left. I don't really get what that's all about, putting Pogba on the left. And I'm intrigued to see how that's going to work, because my issue with that is, and it's only my opinion, and you know I'm here to be proven wrong, is that when it comes to the Liverpool, the Manchester, putting Paul Pogba on the left-hand side, that's not Pogba's best position. And as I said this morning, he's not going to play as an inverted left midfielder because you can't leave Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got to stick. So we're basically going to ask Paul Pogba to play left wing. Well, he ain't quicker than Trent. I don't think he's quick over the first 10 yards either. So Trent is going to bomb backwards and forwards. How's Pogba going to deal with that? And I also think if Pogba's going to play, could we not play him in his best position, which is exactly where Scott McTominay is? So that's the one that worries me a little bit, is why. And also the third point, why is Rashford up against Robertson? You know, why is Rashford not playing off the left where he's caused Liverpool problems before? So if that is the team, it's very interesting. It could be totally different. Mark, thank you for all of the great content. Looking forward to a great result today, says Nate H. And wearing the zebra kit for the first time. Wife said it looked so horrible that she decided to divorce me. Come on, United, says Mantis. You're a praying mantis then. Well, maybe not. Maybe you don't want your wife back. Rashford needs to play off the left, says Jacob Hexamer. Apparently that Liverpool team is confirmed. Alisson, Trent, Hendo, Fabinho, Robbo, back four. Thiago, Wijnaldum, Shaqiri, midfield three. Salah, Firmino and Mane, front three. So that's your confirmed Liverpool side. It's probably not out officially yet, but yeah, there we go. So there you go. Interesting. I can't remember who the referee is. Yeah, I mean, I do think the referee will have a part to play in this game, of course. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Sheikh says he's counting every minute. I just want to see where we actually are as a team. The winner should directly get the Carabao Cup. More relevant and worth, says Sheikh. Okay. And what happened to Greenwood, says Bruce. Probably on the bench, I would imagine, with Cavani. Paul Turney is the ref. There you go. Thank you for everyone telling us about that. Kristen. Smash a like on the video if you're watching. Let's see if we can get 10,000 likes. And what's your thoughts on Cavani, says Bernie. I think against Liverpool, I would be very happy to play Martial and Rashford. As I said, I wouldn't have been, if I'm absolutely honest, and this is only my opinion, I said it a couple of times and I think it again. I don't know whether Dan James should have started this game. Front three against that back four. They've got Henderson and Fabinho playing at centre back. I just wonder whether we should have gone with three quick players in the front three and hit them on the break. But some people would say you're an idiot thinking that. But I'm not a big fan of Liverpool playing of playing Pogba on the left. But let's hope it works. Thanks for all the content, Mark, over lockdown, says Ryan Goodwin. Thanks for the super chat there. No way we're losing this game, says Ali Shankabar. And I think, there we go. Shara Tucker says, I think with this leaked lineup, it could look like a 4-4-2 diamond with Martial and Rashford dropping to the wings when defending. You're right, Shara. You look at that team and it could be a diamond, couldn't it? It could be Fred sitting, McTominay and Pogba, and Rashford and Martial pushing to the wide. The only trouble I would say about that from a tactical point of view is then you're going to have nobody up front. If you've got a diamond midfield and then Rashford and Martial have got to pick up Trent and Robertson, they're going to have to follow Trent and Robertson back as well, which is ridiculous for your forwards. So I don't know whether that will happen. Mane is playing, yes. Liverpool have got, apparently they've got Henderson and Fabinho at centre-back. User mad to think you're in with a chance at Anfield, says John Boy 55. Matip out for Liverpool, so that is the case there on that one. So that is interesting. Very interesting. I can't believe he started Lindelof, says Jack Carter. Well, I wouldn't believe it yet because I'm hoping it's not going to be true. Welcome to the members club, Ali Ganpar Bidgob. It's a very big second name there. Nelson says, Mark, I'm wearing my Zlatan kit today. Do you think I should buy a Martial or a Bruno one, which is a safer purchase? Also, any update on... I'm not going to read that, Nelson. Thank you. I don't know whether Traore is on the bench. I've got no information on what the bench is at all. All I've got is that leaked lineup there and the Liverpool team with no Matip in it. So, yeah, that's what we are with that at the moment. And 2-1 in the Spurs game. They could be blowing it late on again. If Spurs drop more points, I don't think Spurs fans can deal with it. Their centre-backs are slow too. I would have gone with DJ, says Lorks. How long's left in that Sheffield United game then? There can't be that long left. What have they got? 58 minutes. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for Spurs to bottle it again. Half an hour to go. Maybe that's going to be another one for Spurs. They're a dodgy old side, aren't they, Spurs? They really don't make it easier on themselves. Half an hour to go, yes. Look, massive game for Manchester United, as we know. And I think that it's just so... I think this is one of those ones where you just want it to kick off. You want it to just kick off and get on with it because we're going to spend so much time looking at, the lineup that Ollie puts out, and we're going to be going this, that, and the other. I mean, Eric Bailly might have an injury for all we know. I doubt it, but you don't know, do you? And as Katie says, that lineup's not confirmed. This is just a leaked team that we've had from the person who's given us the last two, and they've been absolutely spot on. So let's see how it goes from there. But lineups are not out, you prat, Ray Rowan, because they don't come out until 3:30, an hour before kickoff officially. But we have had this one out for quite a long time. Remember, a little gift for you today, Boohoo Man, 40% off. I'm wearing some of their new active range. Links in the video description. You can get yours 40% off. Link in the video description. Use the United Stand code on checkout. Check out their new active range for January. Also, there's an £800 voucher for one of you. One of you will win an £800 voucher. All you've got to do is free to enter. Links in the video description. Enter your details. Send them off through the Tinternet. And we will announce the winner early next week. I think we announce it on Wednesday and the competition closes on Monday. So get onto that. Mark, you need to put confirmed team or leaked team before the match so that everyone knows which team you are showing, says George Storr. I don't need to do anything. People need to learn. This is not bloody paint by numbers. This is the United Stand. Some people need to, get into, subscribe to the channel, watch us every day, and start to understand what our routine is. Everybody knows who watches this show consistently that the team news doesn't come out until 3:30, an hour before kickoff. And everybody knows that we have a team on there that is either a predicted lineup or a leaked team. And at the end of the day, a predicted team is a leaked team at the end of the day, isn't it? That's not the official lineup until 3:30. That is the team we think that is playing as of what we've been told or what we're predicting. Well, we've been told that's the team. Let's see if that comes out to pass. Because if it does, it's 3-1 to Spurs now, by the way. If that does come to pass, then the person who's told has been right for the last 3 games very early. Very early on this one. It was about 1:30 I was told about this, which makes me a little bit concerned whether it might be a little Jedi mind trick from Ollie. Maybe he's putting a fake team news out there. I certainly would rather see Eric Bailly in the team, and I would certainly rather see Paul Pogba playing centrally than left wing, with Rashford on the left wing against Trent, but let's see. Rick Z, welcome to the United Stand Members Club, and also to MJ William Denham. Thank you for joining. You can do that through the join button. Get your little badge next to your name, like Even Scannell, who says, what a finish by Ndombele. Lineup is always an hour before. In European comps, occasionally team news comes out 75 minutes earlier. This is Robert Power. And I think Sheffield United have definitely missed the goalkeeper they had last year. Who was that by any chance? Oh yeah, Hendo. Liverpool lineup is out now. Yeah, well, we spoke about the Liverpool lineup, haven't we? We know what that is. Mark, we need to win because we haven't beat any top 6 side, which you would expect from a title contender. So safe. Yeah, you do. You're right. We do need to have a better record against the top 6. Remember, we are top of the league though, so a lot of rules are out of the window at the moment. But you do want to have a good record against the top 6 because those games become 6-pointers, don't they? If you beat Liverpool, they can't win. So you're going to make some ground on them, or expand the gap in this case. If no Bailly, no win, says Jefferson Joshua. Ramsdale is crap, says Sam Diamond. And we've had a super chat here from Marveloso216. I missed 8 months of United Stand while on deployment last year. Excited to be here live for this match especially. Keep up the great work. Good to have you back, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for the super chat. And I reckon you will ever start a pod, Mark. Also, any chance of getting a United player on? This is Cian. Not really. Not really, Cian. I think that when you've got a community like we have, you either play it safe and try and get relationships and interviews and things like that, or you're a proper fan channel where you say what you think and you probably don't have any chance of getting players on. I think we tread the line where we'd rather be honest and say what we really think, and I've got no issue with that. Of course, players are welcome on, but I don't think they would dare, to be honest with you. Everyone and his dog does a podcast, as Gaming Bear, and reckon you will ever start. Yeah, I've done that one. And had a super awesome day today, snowboarding, minus 25 degrees. Now let's beat Liverpool and claim the title, says Rick James. Bit early for title claiming, bit early for that, but I do think that we've got a good chance of getting a result today. I do. Even if that is the team, I still think we've got a chance. I think people are going probably a step too far. A step too far on the Lindelof thing, because we'll play a deep defensive line. I think the problem we have with Lindelof and Maguire are their calamitous mistakes. And have Liverpool really got a threat in the air when they've got no Matip and Van Dijk? Not really. So we should be all right in the air. Maguire should dominate everything. Firmino's not bloody, he's not Harry Kane, is he? So I think that, I'd much prefer to see Eric Bailly play, and of course I would, but it doesn't mean that we won't win. After we win today, all the players' favouritism and Ollie hate have to go. There is a clue in the name Manchester United. We must be united. Come on, number 21, says Edward Walters. And with the Liverpool injuries we have to enter the game thinking we can win this rather than going for a draw, says Uzar. And would Cavani not be a good option considering his movement in the centre-back pairing of Liverpool, says James English. It depends. Cavani would be good, James, but he's only going to be good if you're going to have a lot of chances in their box. I think we're going to be playing counter-attacking football. I think we're going to invite them on to hit them on the break. So I don't know whether Cavani actually does suit that well, if you know what I mean. But it's very difficult until that official team comes out, which it will do in about 7 minutes' time. It's very, very difficult. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 955,000 today. Bottom right-hand corner, I can tell you we're 500 subscribers away. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Please do. Let's see if we can hit 955,000. And thanks everyone for getting involved. If you are new, you're going to love it. Who's on your t-shirt today, Mark? Would like to know who's going to score the winner. I can tell you I have a t-shirt on underneath here. I hope I do anyway. I'd hate to pull it up and show you my moves. I do have a t-shirt on under here. I now know what t-shirt it is. I'm not going to deliver that t-shirt strip until the moment happens. But I do have a t-shirt on. You can guess away if you like. We play zonal marking. Corners worries me every game, says Rudy Cox. At least they don't have Van Dijk, though. That would be quite good. Bruno's first game versus Liverpool, think he'll produce, says Aleph Per. You know what? I just wanted to spend a second or two just to say this. And will Ahmed be on the bench as Sean Burns? I don't think so. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm sure many of you feel like me. The excitement's building. While I'm talking to you, I've got little things in my head going on. I've got Henderson going into a tackle with McTominay. I've got Rashford running at full pelt at Fabinho. I've got Pogba on form. I've got Bruno, firing on all cylinders. There's so many permutations in my head. There's so many opportunities in this game. There's so much excitement in it. And I'm sure, there might be fans of Arsenal or what watching it and say that was a shit, boring game. But I don't think anything can happen for us that's going to make this a shit, boring game. It's going to be tense. Even if it's a boring 0-0, I think it's got so much on it that, we're going to be captivated for 90 minutes. So I'm really excited. Is the shirt the Lord Maguire, says W? I can honestly say I haven't got a Maguire shirt. Although if Maguire scores from a corner, I'd love it. What would upset you more, Bay on the bench or Pogba on the bench, says Rockin' Toes? Well, you're going to find out in 5 minutes, but nothing's going to upset me about the team. Nothing's going to upset me. I'm not going to moan about the team. I'm not. I'll leave that to you people if you want to, but I will not be moaning about this team. Excited about this one. First time in ages. United, Liverpool has had quite as much at stake, says Emily Derry. I mean, Liverpool United at Anfield's always a massive game anyway. It really is. And I'm very, but to have something on it like this, it really is exciting. Look, all I can say, that team that we've got on the previous screen for you, all I can say is that's not me. That's not me making it up. In fact, if I have made it up and it's wrong, we're going to get a load of shit anyway. So the reality is that's a leaked team I was given. The person did it for the Burnley game before the team came out. They were right. They've said that. They also said Matip's not going to start. If that's the lineup, we got it right a long time before. But look, when the team comes out, let's see what happens. Let's just see. Let's see. But that's what I've been told anyway. Hi Mark, what's up? Says Dustin. Maurice, nothing. Dustin, what's up with you? What if Bruno tests positive for COVID now? Says FBB. He wouldn't play. I think that's fair to say, isn't it? Uzar says, love the build-up you've given to this huge match. You've got me hyped, says Uzar. Good. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. 3 minutes left. Looking forward to the game, says Max Rich. Well, 3 minutes to the team news coming out, of course. And let's everybody get ready, because there's different places you can get it. Danny, if you're watching, why is your TV on the floor? Just had a picture from Danny from the script, and he's ready for the game, but his TV's on the floor. Pick it up. To be honest, though, I always used to stand up watching football before I used to do this. Always used to stand up. I've zoomed in so you can just see this. It's got like a shiny shoulders, but a lovely sort of I don't know what sort of material that is, and it is really good. Like, you can go up like that. You got your hoodie on it as well. I just don't. When I'm watching football, I don't really want it up there. The new Boohoo Man Active range, links in the video description. Get 40% off using the code United Stand on checkout. They're also giving away an £800 voucher to one of you. All you've got to do to enter is use that link in the video description, enter your details, and we will announce the winner on Wednesday. Deadline is on Monday. Free to enter, links in the video description for that. And thank you to Boohoo Man. But we are looking at... we're waiting for this team news. We are 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from this team news. This is the leaked team. We've been live with this for the last sort of 28 minutes, saying that's the leaked team that we've got. Is it going to be that team? Am I going to get a message just before? No. So the person who's told me, I don't know whether I'm meant to shout this person out. He never tells me if I can do or not, because probably doesn't want me to, actually. Golden glove saves, brick wall defence, midfield dominance or sniper striking, which will be our key to victory, says Marveloso 216. The key to winning this game, as far as I'm concerned, will be Rashford. I think not I'm not saying Marcus Rashford's the one that's going to win us the game. I just think if Rashford has a good game, we will win. I think Bruno could have a good game. Pogba could have a good game. We might not necessarily win, but I think if Rashford has a good game, it tends to be a win for Manchester United. So yeah, let's go and see. So team news is about to come out. Have a look. This is the point where I start looking at the live comments. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, by the way, bottom right hand corner. It's always the nervous part now, the last few seconds before United do their thing. I'm not nervous because I actually hope that team is wrong. I really do. I hope it's wrong. I mean, not in a terrible way, but I do hope it's wrong. It's right. It's absolutely spot on. It was right. So I hope everyone on Twitter now can shut the fuck up because it was right. Big shout out to my source. He knows who he is. I'll tell you what time I got this team news then. 1:37. Fucking hell. Do you know what time we got this team news? 12:58. 12:58. 1 o'clock we got that team. 2.5 hours ago. 3.5 hours before kickoff we got that team. Check my tweets. So, big shout out. Spot on, mate. Well done. The bench is Henderson, Telles, Bailly, Twansebi, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Greenwood. So exactly who you would expect to be on the bench. So that's how it looks. Hey, Mark, score prediction. I haven't got a leaked score prediction. I'm going to go 1-1. But a lot of people giving their opinion on the team. We got it right. Our source got it right. He's absolutely spot on. And I'm just going to sit down somebody. So yeah, poor Bailly. I mean, look. Actually, you know what? That is the team. He has to stop with Lindelof, says Tierney Barry. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be saying, look, Ollie Tactics bench the best defender against the best attacking team in the league. It's interesting, says Shankar. We're going to have to hit this head on. Welcome to the Members Club, Shane Greenan. Score prediction, Aaron Zaprat, says Dustin Morris. Look, we've got to hit it. Of course, we've got to hit this head on. That is the team. It's going to leave a lot of people question marked. All I'm going to say is I'm not going to lose my shit on this game, right? There's no point. I'm not going to lose it. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has took us to the top of the league. In the last 9 league games, we've won 9 and we've drawn 2. We're unbeaten in 11 Premier League games. We are top of the league. Whatever you think, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has earned the right to pick the team he wants. And time again, and Zingu says, I'm backing the manager. I'm backing Solskjaer as the manager. Whatever you think about this team, he's earned the right to pick the team. And he's done this before. He always goes, if Lindelof's fit, he goes back to Lindelof and Maguire. It should not be a shock to anybody. He always does it. Am I happy about it? Not really. But I'm not going to lose my shit over it because we've got a massive game ahead of us. It's a 90-minute game. We've got to be behind the team. And it might not make a huge difference. Like I said, if we're going to play a deep line anyway, and look, when you play McFred, what's the point in playing a high line with McFred? Like, what are they going to do, creativity? They're going to sit in front of the back four, we're going to play a deep line, and we're going to try and hit them on the break. That's the game plan. And if you're going to play a deep line, does it matter if you haven't got a quick centre-back? So we're going to play deep, we're going to counter-attack. We are playing a team that hasn't lost at home for 3 years. Should Eric Bailly deserve to play? Yes. Eric Bailly should not be dropped. Of course he shouldn't. Let's talk about the individual, not about the manager. Does Eric Bailly deserve to be dropped? No. He effectively has been dropped. And he's been dropped after another good performance. But it happened against Villa. He was dropped for the Man City game. And everyone was like, no, he's not been dropped. He was dropped. And he's been dropped again today for the Liverpool game. He's dropped. He doesn't deserve to be dropped. I think I think he got a good score by most of you in the player ratings. He doesn't deserve to be dropped. But Van der Beek's not deserve to be dropped when he's played well. Ollie goes with his team. Ollie goes with certain players. He did it against Everton. He went with that team. He's done it against Man City, and he's done it again today. Lindelof and Maguire are his first choice centre-backs. That's his choice. If we win the game, he's got it right, and I hope that's going to be the case. If we lose the game because of those two, well, look, the floodgates of criticism open again, don't they? But let's not, eat the bread before it's baked. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll sit back and break, so Lindelof is okay, says the United Reflection. Salah Al-Maski, welcome to the United Stand Members Club. CT Rush Soccer in Connecticut, USA starts back up this week. Wishes luck, says Dustin. Good luck, mate. I'm worried that Shaw and Wan-Bissaka will be hoovered in, and against Salah and Mane, it's scary, but hopefully our counter can attack what they do the same, says Ninja Smith United. We've got a good away record. They have the good home record, says Mark Whitten. United to ground out the squeakiest of squeaky bum time wins 2-1. Come on, United, says the LMH. And come on, United, I have a massive feeling we're still going to win today. I'm buzzing and can't wait, says Peter Wood. And do you think it could be Pogba left centre midfield and Bruno false 9 with Martial and Rashford on the wings, 4-3-1-2 maybe, says Keenan Small. Come back to that. Hendo is at the back with Fabinho. That's interesting. Come on, Tony, we need you to turn up. Today they concede most in the first half, says C10D4M3. And Mark, they are playing a whole team of midfielders. What the fuck is Bay? What the fuck is Bay not starting? If we don't get anything out of the game, clear and obvious error, says Joe Dawson. I think that's the attitude to have. Let's see how the game pans out. Thiago, Shaqiri, Mane, Firmino and Salah starting together, and we have Maguire and Lindelof to stop them, Mark. This won't work. This can't work, says Dipak. And maybe grasping at straws, but Bay is made of glass, so maybe he can't or shouldn't be playing back-to-back games. I would like Eric Bay. You know why I like Eric Bay, though? The personality he brings to the team. I think he brings a confidence to Maguire. I think he brings a confidence to the team. I think Lindelof and Maguire, they always look a bit shaky. But can I just say, for me, Lindelof might work. So we know that's happened. The thing that worries me the most, if I'm absolutely honest, is Pogba on the left. Pogba's best position is centre midfield. I don't like putting Paul Pogba on the left wing. And I say left wing because he's got to play left wing. You cannot have him inverted and leave Trent Alexander-Arnold. And also, I would like to have seen Rashford on the left against... Robertson's been brilliant for them this season. Trent's not been brilliant. And Rashford against Trent works, but we're going to put Rashford against Robertson and Pogba against Trent. For me, that's the biggest tactical risk. I'm worried about Pogba against Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's what worries me. But... it could all be part of the plan, and hopefully it is. Pogba Masterclass incoming. Ollie, we believe-ish, says Mr. Ferg999. Welcome to the Members Club, Arif Ali. Didn't he play the same team against City and the same tactics as Aiden 10? You'd have to check that for me, Aiden, but you might be right. I was confident before this game, just as confident of Ollie doing the right thing and picking Bay, but with them two at the back, not so, says Alec Martin. And why are we planning our counter-attacking when they have Henderson at centre-back? We can expose that area easily, says Alec McKenzie. I don't think there's anything. I don't think anything any of you lot are saying is wrong per se. I just think that. We have. I just think everyone's going to have their different approach to this game, aren't they? Everyone's going to think, oh, we should do this, we should do that. The reality is, and you need to keep this in your head, we're playing Liverpool who've not been beaten at Anfield for 3 years, and people are saying we need to attack their centre-backs. Like, I saw Leicester play against Liverpool with their injuries. I saw Wolves play against Liverpool with their injuries. I've seen Spurs play against Liverpool with their injuries, and they beat all three at Anfield. So I don't think it's as simple as Henderson's playing centre-back, let's attack them. Don't you love when the Twitter keyboard warriors are so quick to give it out, but when sat down, delete their tweets? Pathetic, hoping for a good game, says Existence. Mate, I'm absolutely loving it, and I would love to shout out the person who leaked the team to me at 1pm, because we were brave enough to put that team out. We've been live a half an hour before kick-off. We've had that team the whole time. We've said that this person who's given us this team has been right for the last 2 games. We've had loads of shit on Twitter. Don't listen to Goldbridge and his fake army of twats and this, that and the other. And I liked a lot of their tweets, and I'm now retweeting a lot of them because they're like, don't fucking listen to Goldbridge. Acts like he's got a source. This, that and the other. Biggest game of the season. First 11, right, 3 hours before kickoff. Sit down. The sad thing is, do you think I would pretend that was the team? Putting fucking Lindelof in there, not knowing it? Of course I bloody wouldn't. But the team is right. It is what it is. And And fair play to the person who gave us that information, because it's the right team. Ollie might be, and they were right on Matip as well. I had Liverpool fans saying, "Shut up, you're not even a Liverpool fan." Oh, Matip's not playing then. Hopefully it's not the first scouse as we sit down today. Ollie might be picking Lindelof for the ball over the top for Rashford, says Oliver Smith. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, thought when Aaron Wan-Bissaka is instructed to man mark, he overwhelmingly succeeds. Problems arise when his defensive task is more general or to cover the space, as George. You want Luke Shaw to deal with Salah. You want Wan-Bissaka to deal with Mane. But the wide players have got to deal with Robertson and Trent. Lot of pressure on Pogba today to deal with Trent. We've struggled to beat crap teams with this back line. This is so naive. I'm furious. We will not win this game. Yeah, but against the crap teams, this lineup's too defensive, isn't it? I think, against Liverpool, we're going to play deep. How worried are you about set pieces and crosses towards the back post with that back line, says Patrick St. Pierre. Not too worried, because Liverpool don't have a lot of height. Who's tall in that Liverpool midfield or attack? Shaqiri? No. Thiago? No. Wijnaldum? Not really. Firmino? Okay. Mane? Salah? No. They haven't got a lot of height in that team. Welcome to the Members Club, Peter Dorton. And also, cold water. Ollie starts pissing me off, picking Lindelof over Bay, who's been informed. Lindelof and Maguire do not complement each other. Favouritism FC, says cold water. We managed to draw with this defence and without Bruno. We're in a good position and I'm positive we can get a result. Look, you know what? I know there's a lot of people not happy with the team. All I'm going to say is that I'm very excited about this game. Ollie's got the right to pick what team he thinks. Would I have picked that team? No, I would have started Bailly, but I don't necessarily think we're not going to win the game. I'm more worried about Pogba up against Trent. I would like to have seen Rashford on that side, and I might have played Dan James on the right and put Pogba where McTominay is, but I knew he'd pick McFred. So there's more than one area of I'd do this, he's done that. That's normal. At the end of the day, it's Man United against Liverpool. We're United fans, we want United to win. If we need to dissect the tactics and team selections, we do that after the game. Before the game, let's just see what happens. We're top of the league. Let's see. Not the team I would have picked, but no time for my negative ways, to Southpaw Love Sports. Still a big game. I need to be positive and see what happens. Exactly. I think that's exactly the nail on the head. All these kids need to stop crying about team news, says Harry123. Pogba has enough skill to beat Trent. If McFred can break up the play and get the attacking four on the ball, I'm confident, says Hezron. Yeah, Mark, it's the same exact team, but expect for Hendo, says Aiden10. And Mark, do you think Bay and Twansebi would be more suited for this game, says Ezra? I mean, look, it's a hypothetical to say that, isn't it? It's a hypothetical to say Twansebi and Bay, because he's never going to pick that team, is he? Never going to pick it. So yeah, I don't think we can talk about it in that sense. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right hand corner, we've got 45,000 watching, which is great. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. We're trying to get up to 955,000. Bottom right hand corner, please subscribe. It's free to do that. Also, we've got a competition with Boohoo Man. I'm wearing some of their new Boohoo Man active range, which has just been released. Links in the video description. If you want to win an £800 voucher, there's a competition. It's free to enter. Link in the video description. Enter that. Closes on Monday. We'll announce the winner for you next week on Wednesday night show, I think it is. An £800 voucher. And also, if you want to get 40% off at Boohoo Man, code United Stand on checkout. They've got new range, the Boohoo Man active range, which I'm wearing at the moment. Very shiny on the shoulders. Not there. And a hood. Nice. Anyway, we're going to get Flex on the show, see what he's got to say about the team. Spurs are winning 3-1. There's only 5 minutes to go in that game. So Liverpool will technically, well, not even technically, Liverpool will be down to 4th place at the start of this game. If they lose, they'll stay in 4th. And if Man City win tonight, they'll go down to 5th. Obviously, if they win, they go back to the top of the table. Right, let me see if we can get this in. Flex, can you hear me? He can hear me. He's just not kicked in yet. Nick P says, whatever happens today, I just want us to compete and look like we're belong. Don't want to end the game looking outclassed. Even with Pogba on the left, the front four all like to interchange anyway, says Eskin. Well, we can't interchange, Esnikiri. This is the thing. We cannot be interchanging today. We're playing fucking Liverpool. We cannot do interchange FC. You've got to stay with Robertson and Trent. This is what I'm talking about. People are like, Pogba on the left's fine because he can wander in. He can't bloody wander in. We've got to be disciplined. You can't leave Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson Rashford's got to stick with Robertson like glue, and Pogba's got to stick with Trent like glue. None of this swapping around, because that's where mistakes make. If this goes wrong, Ollie will have a lot of answer for with that team selection. Hopefully it goes well. Then no one will care about the team at full time, says Jacob. Exactly. Do you think the lack of a back five shows a growth in confidence, Jack? I think that's a very good point. Is that some of the new active range? There's also a giveaway and discount code in the description. Wow, I love it, says Tom Curtis. And not sure if Bailly played against Liverpool before, so Ollie might prioritise experience. Lindelof, Maguire did well against Liverpool's front three in the past. I mean, Eric Bailly's he's not 18. Flex, can you hear me? All right, give us your thoughts on that team, mate. Kevin says he thinks the team is more set up like how we played Leipzig and won.
Xander tweeted me and said, "Oh, see, I told everyone that Lindelof is shit, and now people." And I said, "Look, it's not that Lindelof is shit. He's not a shit defender. Let's have it right. He's just not the best partner for Harry Maguire on a long-term basis, to be honest." So and Eric Bailly's been playing brilliantly. I don't get why he's been dropped. That doesn't mean we're going to lose the game because of it. Do you know what I mean? And the Pogba situation is very interesting because I do agree with you 100%. I've been saying to a lot of people this week that, in the group chats and just talking to some friends, and I said it's a weird one for Ollie because Pogba has to play. For me, like, he's playing so well that he has to play. And it's like, we paid the money for him. It might be his last season, whatever, but this is what we want. We want a good Paul Pogba in form playing in the big games to try and turn up and win us games. But I don't 100% trust him. It's weird. I don't 100% trust him in the McFred role with the energy that is needed in there and the discipline that's going to be needed in that area of the pitch. But like you say, for the balance of the team, it is probably better to have Rashford maybe going at Trent, where he's more instinctive coming off that left-hand side, knowing exactly what he's going to do before he gets the ball. Because since he's been on the right-hand side, he's a little bit hesitant with what he's going to do. So that we've just done that to just fit players in because Pogba's been playing well. So
I agree with you on this one. I mean, look, a lot of people talk about Lindelof, and I think, look, we can talk about that in a minute. But for me, the biggest one is, and let me just show people on the screen. For me, the biggest one's Pogba. I feel like we're fitting Pogba into the team because it's Paul Pogba and he wants to play McFred. And actually, I even people were saying Dan James on the right, Rashford on the left. It gives us more balance. Yeah. Dan James will just do the job on Robertson, and it allows you to get Rashford up against Trent. Pogba goes in the middle with Fred. I feel that we've well, again, I'm not going to fall into this trap. My concern is Pogba's he can't drift in. He's got to stay with their biggest two players are Trent and Robertson. You stick to them like glue. They're their big threats. Is Pogba going to have the pace to get beyond Trent, and is he going to have the energy and pace to stay with Trent? If he does that, it's a masterstroke. But that's the concern.
There you go. It's about tactically. I mean, if the tactics are, if the instruction, to Pogba is, listen, Paul, I know you want to come in off that left-hand side at all time because you're not a natural left winger. You want to make things happen. I'm going to need you to not do that today, or I'm going to need you to only do it in very, at the right time. I think that's going to be really interesting. But if we play in a certain way that can allow Paul Pogba to still play that same game against Trent, I think then it will sit a lot of people down. It will even maybe sit us down who are questioning it right now. No tactics, PE teacher, he's what's he done? He's clueless. Because if we put in a decent performance, then like someone said in the super chat there, then no one will care about the team. But I think we're right to kind of be skeptical about that. Just, looking at it from outside in. We all want to see a great performance. We also want to see us go for Liverpool and go for their throats. But it isn't as easy as that. It doesn't work like that.
I don't know what you think about that. I disagree with that. I think, they've not been beat 3 years in a row. All these people saying go at Liverpool, beat Liverpool. And I'm like, that's not just because Henderson's playing at centre back doesn't mean that we can go all out attack. We're going to play deep and defensive. In a way, Lindelof playing might not be an issue pace wise because that's what we're going to do. What a goal by Man United's women's there, 1-1. Is that? I don't even know if that's live actually. Oh, it is live, 1-1. Man United women, lovely goal against Chelsea. Anyway, people might not watch that, but I do. What do you think about Lindelof starting over Bailly? All I've said, in case you weren't listening, is that Look, Ollie's got the right to pick whatever team he likes. We're top of the league. He's earned the right to do that. It's a risk, but we won't know the risk until the reward at the end of the game. But what I would say, no matter what, even if we win this game 4-0, one thing I would be consistent on, there's no way Eric Bailly doesn't deserve to be dropped. He doesn't deserve to be dropped. But it doesn't mean Ollie won't be proved right. But I do feel for Bailly because he doesn't deserve to be dropped. That's all I've said. But I've not ranted about it because I expected it.
100%. We've said this many times. Whether it's Tuanzebe or Bailly, when it really comes to it for the big games, if Lindelof is fit and ready to go, he plays. He plays. The times that Eric Bailly, I mean, let's just say it right. Bailly has had this extended run where he's done brilliantly well, and we all love him for the right reasons, and he's played really well in them games. He's had the extended run because Lindelof's injured. That's it. That is it now. We can put it to bed. We know what it is. There are loads of games, so to manage Lindelof's injury or the strain on his back, because there's loads of games, we will see Eric Bailly again. Of course we will. But maybe we're going to start to see a little bit of interchanging with the centre-backs because Lindelof clearly isn't 100% fit and he doesn't trust Eric Bailly all the time. So it's a shame, really, because I think Eric Bailly has done enough to kind of show that even if Lindelof is fit, let him win it back. Do you know what I mean? Or wait for Bailly to get injured. I think we're at that stage now.
Yeah.
But I did put, even though I was surprised, I'm not fuming, Mark. Like, I'm not going off. I think it's really easy to be negative going into our biggest game in the league since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club. That's how I see this game. This game is massive.
Yeah, it's not the time for it, is it? I think people, we're almost falling into the trap of, maybe where we were 2 or 3 months ago, where you do moan about everything. You moan about a team news. Things aren't going particularly well. But at the end of the day, we are top of the league. We are top of the league. And, managers are going to pick teams that you don't agree with. And but I agree with you on that. I really do agree with you on that one. That it's all about, it's hard to word what I mean. It's difficult because I think that you want Ollie to reward good performances, and a lot of people have said this about Van der Beek. He was playing well, and then he's out the team for no reason really, other than favourites are back like Pogba and McTominay. I remember Van der Beek playing well in November, and Pogba and McTominay were out injured. They came back and he can't get any game time. And the same thing's happened with Eric Bailly already now, twice in the space of a few weeks. I mean, he won us the game against Villa. He dropped him for Man City. He was very good against Burnley on Tuesday night. He drops him against Liverpool. Ollie is the manager. He's the right manager. I back him. He's earned the right to be backed. We're top of the league. Yeah. But I think what he does show as a manager is he has his favourites and he goes back to his favourites. Yeah,
and not even just, it is favourites, but it's the players he trusts over other players. And no matter what he says in a press conference where, so-and-so will get their chance or so-and-so will do this or this means that, what we know is who you pick on a regular basis shows us what your thinking is. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter what you say in a press conference. If you keep picking Lindelof all the time with Maguire, then we know that Tuanzebe and Bailly, they're your backups if someone's injured. Simple as that. If everyone's fit and fired, ready to go, biggest game of the season, biggest game in the last 7 years, 8 years in the league, who you picking, Ollie, when your chips are down? He's going, I trust Paul Pogba. I trust Bruno. I trust McTominay and Fred. I trust Maguire and Lindelof. And the rest is, Rashford, Martial, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. We know that. So I think it answers any form of, I'm not really sure who he might pick by. No, his favourites and his team he trusts most is this team.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel about that team then now? Let me just show everyone on the screen. How do you feel about that team now going into this game? Has it made you more confident, less confident? Were you confident
No,
before?
It's maybe the same. Maybe I'll stay the same. I think you're right. When you were saying this before I came on, that people want us to go at Liverpool, interchange, do this, do that. I think we can get sucked into a bit of arrogance in the fan base. And look, I know we all have a laugh. I'm saying 21 in 21, and we can enjoy our flowers when it's the right time. But when it comes to game time and actually talking football and tactics and breaking things down, you got to be honest with yourself. And Liverpool have not lost a game at home since April 2017 for a real reason. And that is because they are insane at home. People will say it's Liverpool. You shouldn't talk good about them if you're a real fan. Just get real. They're a very good team. Yeah. So we can't be naive and we can't be arrogant to say, we're unbeaten in all these times, so let's just go and attack them completely and go all guns blazing and leave loads of gaping holes at the back. Liverpool's biggest thing right now is them struggling to score as well. They're not scoring. So we need to make sure that continues and that they get frustrated. So we need to defend properly. Our shape needs to be good. We saw how we went into them games against Leipzig and PSG, really open, going for it, loads of holes at the back, gaps. It was like a basketball match. We don't need that today. So it's made me feel the same as long as the instructions is there. I got faith in the team. Yeah, as always, there can be a time where, you need to change it up because it's not quite working. But as it stands, I think we got a good chance of putting in a good performance.
Favouritism is common in every single manager. I remember when Fergie went through a phase of picking Fletcher every match when he wasn't so good, says Man United list. Yep, you're right. Ollie got to first with teams we don't agree with. We won't risk change, even more so in big games due to the extra pressure now, says Sam Folds. Ollie, if you're watching, give us a thumbs up to the camera on your way out of the tunnel. This is Kenneth Oakland. Maybe Rashfordson, the right forces Robertson to be more defensive, so it could be both defensive and offensive move from Ollie. Yeah, everything he's done will have a tactical reason. Guys, do you think maybe instructions are while defending a transition, Scott needs to cover Trent and Paul drifts into Scott's position, but when we are defending in shape, Pogba covers Trent? That's a bit more complication then, isn't it? Welcome to the members club, Stuart Grant. I said it in the preview. If you're not going to play Pogba next to Fred, then sell him and get Grealish. He can actually play left wing proper. We need to be lethal in attack to win, says Rudy Cox. Well, he is going to go in the summer, isn't he, Pogba, as we understand it. And if we play a diamond, though, we will dominate that midfield. Wijnaldum, Shaqiri and Thiago isn't a good midfield. Daniel Gibson. If we play a diamond, who's going to cover Robertson and Trent, though? That's the problem. So I don't think we will play a diamond, but we'll see when the game kicks off what happens with it. But I think with regards to the tactics, Ollie will have his tactics in this game. Of course he will. What team did we play against Leipzig? If anyone remembers, don't mean to bring any negativity to, says GD. Well, against Leipzig, we didn't start Rashford or Bruno, did we? And we played a back five. In the game we lost, we played a back five. The game we played well, we didn't start with Bruno and Rashford. Yeah. So it's not going to be anything like this team either. But I think whatever happens in this game, Flex, you know, if Ollie wins, everyone's going to say, oh, Ollie's brilliant. And if Ollie loses, he'll be a PE teacher. And the truth is always somewhere in between. Like, maybe Bailly should play today, but Lindelof plays, but it doesn't actually cost us the win, even though we would have been a bit of a better team with Bailly.
Yeah.
And maybe Rashford should have played on the left and Pogba should have played where McTominay is. And we lose because of that. Doesn't make him a PE teacher. It doesn't. He's made his choice and he will either win or lose or draw off that choice. I still think he's a work in progress and I'll keep saying that. Yeah, you can't judge it. People will want instant validation for an opinion or an expression that they have about the manager, about how they think we're going, a viewpoint. They want instant validation, i.e. if you can't go to Liverpool and play them off the park and put in a good performance, it means that we're not going anywhere fast. But it's fine margins, it's small margins. You can't look at things in such small context. You have to look at the context of where we are. And even if we lose today, even if we lost badly today, say we got a 2-0, 3-0 humbling, right? Similar to what it was like against Man City in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I know it was a different competition, but even if you got humbled, it can just happen in a game, Mark. And then if we go and beat Fulham and Sheffield United and Liverpool trip up again or whatever, it's just going to be a tight title race. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, you can't expect to win the league today, even if we won and went 6 points clear of Liverpool, because then we're only 5 points clear of Leicester. They're on our tails, and Man City are on our tails. It's not nothing. Do you know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw today. We haven't won the league today, and we haven't lost the league today. We're going to continue to just be in the race. That's all that's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Mm. So for me, I don't want to see that reactionary stuff. I know I will. But I want to see the flowers given if we win, because if we win, it will be absolutely huge, man. Not in terms of it means we're definitely going to win the league, but putting down a marker and taking away their unbeaten run, that's brilliant. And that shows Liverpool fans. I was talking to a couple of Liverpool fans, and I was like, they've got a bit of a thing where it's like, I just think you'll fall off. But my friend said to me, but if you beat us, I will actually truly believe you're in a title race. And it's almost like that marker or shockwaves that will send of us actually beating them
can be huge. So I
they're going
understand
to
that.
be panicking, aren't they? Because they lose that. It's not just losing to United, which is horrible for them. It's 6 points behind United with the same games played. It's down to fifth place tonight, and it's also your 3-year record at Anfield. So deep down, I know loads of Liverpool fans, and I know
A loss will crush them. A loss will crush them.
It will do. Welcome to the Members Club, Ashley Bennett. Thanks for joining. Come on, United, staying positive over the lineup. Want a big performance from McFred today. Bring it on and let's get the result we deserve, says G. Hammond. Wasn't too convinced when you said we need to prioritise the centre-back, but the fact I'm more upset with our centre-back pairing than Liverpool fans are with theirs, says it all really, says Carramore. A big mistake not starting Bay. It'll be huge if we win with Harriet and Vicky at centre-back, says Sahil. I mean, look, somebody just said there, I'm surprised you're not bothered about the centre-back pairing. I mean, part of the reason I'm not bothered is because obviously I got the leaked team news at 1 o'clock, so I've had time to adjust. Even though I wasn't 100% sure it was going to be right, I was like, that person was right in midweek, so they're probably right on this one. But there's two things for me. The big one is that we're top of the league, and I don't think now is the time to be negative. I think if we lose 4-0 because of the centre-backs, then, it's going to be open season, isn't it? Because Ollie didn't have to pick Victor, and that's not being negative. The manager has to have the criticism if it goes wrong. I don't think it necessarily will go wrong. I will be honest though, and I will say that in my thoughts, I'm like I've said this so many times. I don't think you can win a title with Lindelof and Harry Maguire as your centre back. So that does worry me a little bit because
might prove you wrong, mate.
He could prove me wrong. Well, I'm not worried about being proven wrong, but I'm worried that it does worry. I'll be honest, it worries me that he keeps picking Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire because I don't rate them as a centre back pairing, and I've been very vocal about that. I don't rate them. I don't think it means we can't win today, and that's why I'm not losing my shit about it. But I do. It does bother me a little bit that I thought Ollie might have turned that corner now. He might be picking the right what I think's the right pairing, and obviously it's lovely when the manager's in tune with what you want. I don't rate Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, and it is sad, but it's not causing me massive issues because I'm more focused on the fact that I still think we can win.
Well, and we're doing well. You got to remember that Lindelof and Maguire have been our centre back partnership since Ollie's been here, really, since Maguire came in. We finished third with that centre-back partnership. And this is not... I do understand the reasons why Bailly is doing well.
We also lost 4 semi-finals with that centre partnership as well.
Don't get me wrong. I was going to get there. Let me land. That's true in the big games. But I think we lost those games not just because Eric Bailly didn't play. Like, there was a lot of
Eric Bailly's got his issues. I mean,
exactly.
Ricky's son, hasn't he? He has.
Exactly. But we are top of the league with Harry Maguire and Lindelof being our main centre-backs. Don't get me wrong. The last 4 or 5 games where Eric Bailly's come, he's been a massive part of why we've got to the top of the league in that little period, 100%. But by and large, Ollie sees it as he can trust those, and the progression has been good with those. I don't 100% agree with that, but that's how he sees it.
Novalad90, welcome to the Members Club. M.A says, a loss might inadvertently actually be better for our title hopes. Pain, also reminded of Secretariat, hold neck till the last stretch to maintain aggression. Got to be even keeled reaction, says Mr. A. Yeah, get what you say there. Welcome to the Members Club, Paul Weller. Imagine if it was the real one. And welcome to G. Hammond as well. Thanks for joining. You can do that through the join button. Please subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner. Free to do that. And we're about 100 subscribers away from 955,000. So let's hit that before kickoff. But yeah, remember Ollie does want a centre back as well, regardless of what anybody thinks about his centre back pairing. He does want to pick us. He does want to sign a new centre back, and as we know, that's not going to happen in January. So look, we'll just have to see. I think it is. I haven't. I've got to be consistent.
They put Pogba on the right as they're lining up. Obviously, you never know because they don't always do it. But
I wouldn't mind Pogba on the right. But then again, I think Robertson's harder to deal with than Trent.
Exactly. I think we're always going to have that question mark over Pogba's intensity off the ball.
I think it's more about the speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fullbacks tend to be.
Will he do it for 90 minutes? That's the question. Pogba can open up his stride. He can shift when he wants to, but he's not rapid. Will he have the lungs and the discipline to go up and down? Or, in fact, with the way we play, will Liverpool maybe not be able to do that as much? Maybe Ollie set something up where it stops them going forward as much as they normally would. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
We are undefeated away with that centre-back pairing so far this season. Trust the process, says Dewan Chowdhury.
Fair point.
That's not really filling me with confidence, if I'm honest. But good.
But it's a fact.
Good try, Dewan. Just because Pogba's playing doesn't mean he's okay on the left. I have a funny feeling Rashi will be on the left and Pogba on the right. As we were just saying there, Charlie, it matters not, does it? Because he's still got to do the same work. And I don't think it's that Pogba's lazy or any of this other bullshit. I think the issue is fullbacks tend to be quite rapid over the first 10 yards. I don't think Pogba's rapid over the first 10 yards. So if Trent sees a run and he goes, can Pogba go with him? You know, like if Salah gets the ball and Trent sees he's going to get the ball and he's gone, Luke Shaw gets pulled in towards Salah. Salah lays it off. Is Pogba neck and neck to keep with that run? And that's the thing. That's why a lot of people in the week were saying it sounds really stupid because he's not played well, but Dan James could have done a role in this game if he, as just running backwards and forwards quickly. But, I think that would have been a risk as well, big risk. With recent Klopp penalty comments, I think playing reckless Eric over Victor would be a dangerous choice. We're going to play defensive regardless, as Darren Stewart. I think Lindelof's been proven to be as reckless, isn't he? Bailly not starting tells me we'll be playing a low block today as Lindelof is better positionally. 4-4-2 split strikers to expose Robertson and Trent, says Trevor Jones. And only reason I think Ollie picked Lindelof is because he can ping a deadly long ball for our forwards. There will be a limited chances, so we need all the chances created. Maguire and Bailly can't, says John. Well, apparently, I'm going to check out, I'll find it out for you now, but apparently Ollie said that he gave Lindelof a game off against Burnley. So, I think obviously people just need to understand that his first choice centre-back pairing is the one that he's playing today.
Yeah.
That's just it. Whether you like it or not, that's it.
Simple as. That's what I mean. There's no point us continuing to say, I can't flipping believe it. Why is he... That's his favourite centre-back pairing.
Got a few quotes from Ollie here, Flex. First one, I'll let you react to all three. This is what he's just said a few minutes ago. This is a game that I think we need the energy of McTominay and Fred. I thought Nemanja and Paul were incredible in the last game in midfield, but this is a different game. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think any of us can disagree with that. Well, we can always disagree because it's about opinion, but I 100% agree with that. You need the legs in there. You need energy. Yes, McTominay might not be great on the ball, or Fred might give away a couple of passes and stuff like that, but the tenacity and energy that you need to be working in that midfield, even though Henderson's not in it actually, which is interesting. So it might not be as intense as it normally is, because you've got Shaqiri in there now, and that
Shaqiri.
Yeah, no disrespect to Shaqiri, but he's not an amazing central midfielder.
No.
Probably go on and have a worldie now, but do you know what I mean? So it's not their same usual midfield. So, but yeah, still though, Fred and McTominay, 100%, I agree with that.
Next, he said, we want different options in front of them midfielders and wanted Pogba one step up higher up the pitch. Victor has been training this week to get ready for this game and prepared. I just gave him the Burnley game off. So that was true then.
Yeah, well, the Pogba bit about playing him higher up the pitch so we can make things happen and influence the play. We always say when Pogba can play that deep lying role when he's got loads of space and time against the Burnley or against the Sheffield United, but still when he made things happen, it's when he gets a little bit higher up the pitch. It's not, I can't remember the last time he's played a ball from really deep, like edge of our centre circle in our half, ball all the way through. The balls that he's been doing, linking up with people, scoring, is because he's playing higher up the pitch in the final third where he can affect the game. So I agree with that. That's why I wanted him in the team. I just wasn't sure what it would do for the balance, but he has to play. I think he's in a good moment, and we'll see if it backfires. If it backfires, us as fans have to go as well. Well, it just backfired today.
You know? I'm happy Pogba's playing. I just don't really. Yeah. Well, I'm not unhappy. I just think, Pogba plays where McTominay plays. That's his best position. I think that in a game like this, you're accommodating Pogba in a position he doesn't play. It could work really well. And I hope it is going to work really well. But let's be honest, we are accommodating Pogba because he wants to play McFred. And just very quickly on that as well, I feel that McTominay has got to deliver in this game. What people forget is that he's played crap in the last two games. I think Villa, the player ratings, which you lot vote for, gave him 5 out of 6. I think what was the game after Villa we played in the league? Man City, wasn't it? Again, he got a 5 out of 6.
No, that wasn't in the league. That was
in the Carabao Cup semi-final. He played 5 out of 6. I think against Watford, obviously he scored, so a lot of people said he played well in that game. But that was Watford in the FA Cup, wasn't it? Watford reserves really. So the last 2 big games McTominay's played, he's not played well. So that needs to be a consideration as well, because I would like to see Pogba playing in that role. So it's a gamble from Ollie, and I can't imagine McTominay's going to have 3 bad games in a row. So
yeah, and look, McTominay again. I'm not one of these people who thinks McTominay is absolutely shit and why is he there. I'm not one of them. I I don't think that McTominay is going to be world class, but I think McTominay can be a very good squad player for us in certain games, and these are
Well, he's
one
a
of the
first
games.
teamer, isn't he? He's not a squad player. In Ollie's
Yeah,
eyes,
I know.
he's another Lindelof, isn't he? He's another player that many of us probably wouldn't start. We'd like him on the bench,
Yeah.
but in Ollie's
But
eyes,
he does have attributes that I do like. I do like a lot of things about Scott McTominay, and one of them is perfect for this type of game. And you know what? I'm gonna stick my neck out a little bit. I think he's gonna have a good game.
we need him to have a good game.
We
Mark, I really think we can get him on the break with that centre-back pairing they have on. What do you think? Also, can you shout out my mates Pete and Drew together for 4 years today, says Ali K. The Solskjaer and Martial, it was more of a cramp from working hard for the team. For Anthony, you know, when he comes off with a cramp, he was giving everything for the team. He's ready. Of course, I mean, I forgot about that. Martial playing up front. So what do you think about that? Because Cavani could have played. Some people, obviously, on Martial's back. Cavani plays.
I wouldn't have minded if Cavani started this game. I'm going to be 100. I'm going to keep it 100.
I see. For me, it's the pace. That's what it is. You want pace against that back four.
But you know what I think of as well? I get it, but in terms of that knack of in the box and that movement, that second run, that first run, look at the way he looks after the ball is, don't get me wrong, Martial does that too. And I love Martial, but in terms of the moment that Martial's currently in and Cavani, what he can bring, I wouldn't have been fuming. I wouldn't have been upset if Ollie put Martial on the bench for Cavani. I wouldn't have. Not for this game. I wouldn't have. But I'm equally as happy he's starting. That's fine. But with what Cavani brings with the type of runs he makes and the consistency of which he makes them, he can occupy them. And we've got a makeshift centre back. That's another thing I want to talk about is Jordan Henderson is centre half, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Jordan Henderson is a good player, especially in that Liverpool side, especially in midfield.
It's hard to play at centre back though when you're not a centre back.
Hard to play at centre back, and that's why I'm thinking a proper strike, proper number 9. I think Cavani would have loved that in between Fabinho and.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because I think again we saw. I mean, Barry Haynes. Let me just get these super chats and we'll come back to that. Other than Fabinho, who can actually head the ball for Liverpool. Hope we worked on set pieces. Huge opportunity.
Aaron White's going to be very important.
Very good point that is. And no zebra kit today, says Karamor. So we're obviously playing the greeny grey thing. And Ocon says, "Do you play Roblox?" No, my kids play Roblox. So I don't play Roblox. But thanks for the super chat, very generous. I'm sure some people do play Roblox in there. But I think for me, where I am with this and why I would go Martial, because obviously Flex is saying he would probably gone Cavani. Where I would go with Martial and where I'm not angry about Lindelof starting, even though I feel bad for Bailly or Pogba playing off the left when I think he should be central with Rashford on the left. The reason I'm not angry about any of this is because I think I know how he's going to play. And we're going to play very deep, and we're going to hit them on the break, and it's going to be Rashford and Martial on the break. Pogba's going to play deep and try and hit diagonals to Rashford. I think that's what's going to happen. Counter-attacking football. And I haven't got a problem with that because it's Liverpool. They're top. They're the champions. They've not lost at home for 3 years.
Them, yeah.
And if one team you're going to play defensive against, I can deal with it against Liverpool. They deserve that respect. Yeah. Some people think, oh, they're vulnerable. We need to attack them. I just think that's a big step forward. But it would be interesting because if we do attack them, I sort of agree with you. If we're going to get balls into the box, then Cavani is obviously the one you want to play because he can take advantage of Fabinho and Henderson. But if you're going to play from the halfway line on the break, Cavani's not the right man because Henderson and Fabinho will be quicker than him. They won't be quicker
Martial's
than him.
got to be. This is a really big game for Martial. Not that I'm trying to put more pressure on him because he's been in bad form. I mean, in context of Henderson's now playing centre half. And Martial's movement is key in this game, which he has improved. But his intensity of his runs and his movement in behind has to be on point. He's got to engage Henderson and make him feel uncomfortable, and Fabinho. And I don't mean by trying to back in and win fouls and win headers. I mean engage and make Jordan Henderson run back to his own goal. Take Jordan Henderson out of that position. Make him wander into midfield because he's not quite sure. He's not a centre-back. Now, if Jordan Henderson has an absolute stormer at centre-half, I'm asking questions. I'm saying, how have we let him off the hook here? How have we not tested him? How have we not managed to get into a position as a team where we've got players either running off the flanks where it confuses Jordan Henderson or whatever? He's not a centre midfielder, a centre-back. If he has an absolute stormer and has a comfortable game, I'll be fuming just at that.
I said it last night on the 8 o'clock show. What I want to see is, at some point in that game, I want to see Martial one-on-one against Henderson, or Rashford one-on-one against Henderson, knocking it past him, and he's got a decision. Am I going to take the tackle and take the red, or am I going to let him go? That's what you want to. That's what you want to do. I think United are right. I think the United are right to sit deep, and we're clearly going to do it. We're clearly sitting deep. Lindelof and Maguire can't play a high line anyway. But McFred, they've got no, McTominay and Fred are, do you want to make a run? No, not today. Do you? No, I'm just going to stay here in front of the back four. So we know how we're going to play. We're going to have a back six. We're going to try and get Pogba and Bruno on the ball to try and play Martial and Rashford through. And Liverpool are going to come at us wave after wave after wave. And what you need to do is defend well and use the ball effectively. They will have 60-70% possession if it goes how I think it's going to go. Welcome, thanks for the sticker, Ocon. It says you're amazing. Also, does my head in with this favouritism? I can understand McFred in this game, but Bay's been our best defender. When was the last time Lindelof won us a game like Eric did? I'm fuming, says Julian Lee. And is Ollie worried Bay may give penalty away given his sometimes rash aggressiveness, says Grand? I'm pretty sure Victor Lindelof gave a penalty away at the start of the season for some stupidity. But look, he's made the decision. We go with it. What I do not want to see, and what we remember the last time he, against Aston Villa, last kick of the game, Eric Bailly won us that game with that block. We would have drawn that game. Gets dropped for the Man City game. What happens against Man City? Cross comes in. Both Lindelof and Maguire were at fault for that first goal. They let it go. Eric Bailly is going to put his arse on it if he has to. Those two defenders today, the reason I would like to see Eric Bailly play is because he's played really well, but he's going to put his body on the line. Lindelof and Maguire can't switch off like they did against Man City. The eyes of the United fan base are on Lindelof and Maguire tonight. Not only because Ollie thinks they're his best centre-back pairing, but they can't fall asleep. And I've said it many times, Flex, about this. Harry Maguire's captain of the team. I wonder if he says to Ollie, I prefer to play with Lindelof, because to me, Maguire's played badly with Lindelof a lot this season. That's where he's got a lot of the stick. The last few games, Maguire's had a lot of positivity, and I think it's because he's playing with somebody that complements him. A quick centre-back. He hasn't got to worry about balls in behind the back. So, be interesting how Maguire stands up today as well, because he's played well recently, and I think a lot of it's to do with Eric Bailly. Well, here's his chance to step up and say it's nothing to do with Eric Bailly, it's to do with me.
100%. It'd be interesting to see what Harry Maguire's real thoughts are on that. We would obviously never ever know, but I think there probably is a little bit about that security. I mean, they got different strengths. What you won't get with Lindelof in terms of throwing your ass on the line, like you said, throwing your body in front of absolutely everything. You might make up for in composure, how he reads the game in the positions that he gets himself into, where he doesn't need to be in a one-on-one position running down somebody. And he's quite decent on the ball. So it is, I do get it. They have different strengths and different weaknesses. And for certain games, it can work. It's not that Lindelof and Maguire all the time are absolutely pony. That's not what it is. You know what I mean? It's just the types of goals that are conceded when they play, we see a lot more regularly because of the pairing doesn't complement each other in certain situations. But in other situations, they've been in control of games. They've been really solid and they've done their thing. So, but for me, I still would I still would go with Bailly though. That defensive cover, that for Maguire, who knows he's not quick, I wouldn't be surprised if in the back of his head, when he's playing with, not the back of his head, the front of his head, knows that we're playing against a fast striker. He knows that his arse is covered, completely covered. Like, I can afford to get caught out of position because I know that that's coming back and, Eric Bailly's going to cover me. So I do think he probably would prefer to play with Eric Bailly. But I suppose it's something we'll never know, isn't it?
I'm eating a cookie, everyone. A lot of people just ask me what I'm eating. Let's go, boys. Screw the Scousers. Enjoying a pint from across the pond. Cheers, gents, says Nate Bennett. Cheers, pal. And KA says, to be fair, Victor's penalty came from the stupid handball rule, which has since been changed, backing Tony to score today. I don't think you can say... What I'm trying to say is, though, and we'll move on to something else, I don't think you can say that Bay's been dropped because he might give a penalty away. They're chalk and cheese. There's so many differentials between Lindelof and Maguire. Lindelof's probably better on the ball. Bay's better in the air. He's quicker. He puts his body on the line. I think he positions himself better. Some would say I'm wrong, but I think it comes down to the fact that Ollie's first choice is Lindelof and Maguire, and I think that's wrong. But I'm not stressed about it. What I am, I mean, look, we're 12 minutes away from kickoff, Flex. A lot of people. What we need to get on now is, as fan base, is this is the team. The game's going to kick off in 12 minutes. When the whistle blows, you can't have any doubts about the team that you support. You know, how do you think Arsenal feel when they play against Liverpool? Do you think they go into it thinking they're going to win? No, they just think hopefully we can scam it. They support their team. We're going into this game thinking we can win because we're top of the league. We're going into this game thinking we can win because we've got people like Pogba and Bruno and Rashford. So, look, there might be one or two tactical things you're not happy about. There might be one or two selections you're not happy about. But it's certainly not enough to carry on into full time, into the kickoff. The reality is we're 12 minutes away from Manchester United, top of the league, with an opportunity to stay top of the league against our biggest rivals who haven't lost at home in 3 years. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait. I can't believe we're only not 11 minutes away from kickoff now. It's such a big game. It's so big. And the big thing for me, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it? Because I've said this a few times now. For me, if we lose the game but we play well, it's better than drawing the game and playing badly in a way. Because if we lose playing well, we're still in a title race and you go, bloody hell, we have closed the gap. Whereas if you draw but you play shit, you're like, well, have we really closed the gap? You know, so it's like if we go, to me, the players, this game to me for Solskjaer and the players is about how close are you to Klopp and Liverpool? Because we know they're brilliant. I hate to say
he said it's a reality check, didn't he?
Yeah.
Solskjaer said it himself.
So what do you think about?
Well, that's the interesting thing because we got a reality check against City in the Carabao Cup semi-final. You know, we're playing well, and we've continued to, you know, get a win after that as well. That's fine, but that game was sandwiched in between Watford and Burnley, and we had that game in the Carabao Cup, and we got schooled in that game. Let's just be real, and it was like this is a reminder of the levels, you know, team for team.
But
like
even then, it was defensive errors, wasn't it? They didn't create much.
Exactly. But then after that, it was like we couldn't really do anything. So that's why I mean, that's why this is so important to get it right shape-wise and defensively, because it gives us a platform to go play. Make it 0-0 after half an hour, no stupid mistakes. Get in at halftime 0-0. Even if you haven't peppered them, make sure they haven't peppered you. Then you start to give yourself a platform to play. So I am nervous about the game just because it's such a big game, but I'm proud. I'm happy that after this long since Sir Alex left, we've got a meaningful game at Anfield that means something, where they have to come for us and they need a win more than we do. But I also got faith that we can actually get a positive result. I really do. So I just want to see us make good decisions, stay in the game, not by not doing anything silly, but don't be afraid to take it to Liverpool. The more I look at it now, Shaqiri in midfield. Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, and who's the and Thiago. Thiago,
he ain't bad.
Give him space and time, right? Give him space and time. Of course, he can zing it. Yeah, he can pick out unbelievable passes because he's a world-class midfielder. Get Scott trying to hurry him a little bit, and I know that people might say, "Oh, he can't hurry. You can't hurry Thiago. He's a class above the rest." And that, to some point, that is true. But affect his pattern, affect his rhythm, affect his game. Shaqiri, I dare say, I haven't messaged anyone in the group chat yet, but some of my Liverpool friends might be thinking, flipping heck, Shaqiri, not really. That's not going to fill them with massive confidence. And we know about Wijnaldum. So their midfield three, if you think about it, Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, and Thiago against Fred, McTominay,
well,
and
have a look
Bruno.
at their bench, actually, because we've not spoken
Their bench is not good.
And I think
their bench is not that good.
This is something that, you know, I mean, look, if we're 3-0 down at half-time, we're screwed. But if you're 1-0 down or you're 0-0 and there's half an hour to go, then, you know, you look at Liverpool's bench: Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Minamino, Origi, Williams, Phillips, Kelleher, Williams. They've got bloody Robbie Williams on the bench. You know, he ain't done nothing since he reformed with Take That, so I ain't worried about him. But our bench, we've got Bailly, Van der Beek, Cavani, Greenwood, Telles, Twansebi, Matic, Mata. You know, we've got a better bench than them. So there's so much to be had for Manchester United if we can hang on in the game.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean. And hang on is used in the most positive term you can use that term in, because I think it's about a balance. And this isn't sitting on the fence. This is about saying, don't just sit in and
you've got to have an output.
Not have. Yeah, don't just do a Jose complete park the bus, no intent to go forward, which I don't think we do. I think we're past that. You know, I think the fact that we're not even going to a fight.
The first 15 minutes, though. I'm happy first 15 minutes. Let's see what they've
Yeah,
got.
just contain them, settle into the game.
Pressure is on them.
Yeah, settle into the game. But I think the fact that we're not going 5 at the back like we did last year shows you the belief and the progression in the team. You know what I mean? It's slow and it's steady, and we're doing well. I like the progress. And to go there and play 4-2-3-1, it's all about the instruction. Now, we can't be gung-ho. We can't be out of position. Pogba, like people say, people laugh, but Dan James, the reason why some people were saying about Dan James is because he will do the basics. He will tuck in. He will get back into his position and hold his position. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to have a little bit of that today in terms of being rigid, being compact, and doing our jobs. And then you've got the basis to play off that. That's all I want. I want the basis to play, to go and express ourselves. And you know what? Another thing, Mark, I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the Paul Pogba interview?
I saw bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's going to be people who will say, "Oh, same old, whatever, chat shit, agent, whatever." But he's in a really good moment right now. Positivity,
really, because he can put himself in the shop window. He might win a title. Everyone's looking at him.
Well, there you go. There's goes for him to play. Whatever reason you think the reason of him being positive is, the facts are he's playing well at the moment and he's in a positive moment. And I just felt like, you know what, maybe Ollie should chance it and say, you know what, Paul, this could be your last season with us. We're waiting for games like this for people like you. Show us. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you've done it against Burnley, you've done it against Sheffield United. You've done it, you know what I mean? You're doing really well in the last couple of games, whatever. Now is where we want to see Paul Pogba. Do you know what I mean? Forget the longevity of he might leave. Forget all of that. Leave it. I'm talking about this game. You want Paul Pogba, when we spent 90 million on him, it's for Anfield away. It's for the Etihad away, which he did turn up in. It's for these big games. Do you know what I'm saying? As well as the big games at home. So this is where I want to see Pogba have a really good game. And I'm glad he's been afforded the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, definitely. The nerves around this game from both sets of supporters is a good example of how progress. Come on, United, this could be massive, says Nick M. Having a bench is not enough. Ollie needs to be open to utilise changes, should be made by the 70th minute. Draw or lose, says Arvind. Mark, Ollie's playing the diamond. Liverpool press a lot. We're not playing the diamond, Kanishka. I do not believe we're playing the diamond, because what you're going to do about Trent and Robertson if you play the diamond, nobody marks them. So I'd be very surprised if that's the case, but we'll see. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, by the way, we are very close to 955,000. We were 20 away last time I checked, so bottom corner to subscribe. Players about to come out. Apart from the Liverpool sign, I actually do quite like that tracksuit that Liverpool wear. It's very retro, but I don't like the people in it. Right,
let me ask you this last before I go. Yeah, be honest. Are you nervous? Like proper nervous?
I'm excited.
You're not nervous at all?
I don't get nervous about the big games. I didn't get nervous in 99. I just got disappointed as the minutes went down. And you know, I remember in the 91st minute or the 89th minute it would have been. And I was just sat there with loads of people around me, and they were like, I was just like, I'm so disappointed. This whole season comes down to this. We've won the league and the FA Cup. The whole season comes down to this. And we're going to blow it. I'm excited. I'm not nervous. I'll be nervous if we're hanging on 1-0. Or 0-0 with 10 men, but I'm not nervous at the moment. I'm excited because I think you're right. This is the acid test. This is a test of where we are. So many people have saying we're in a false position. We're really lucky. Well, all right, maybe we are, but there's nowhere to hide here. We're playing Liverpool at Anfield.
Lucky. No, get out of it. I'm not. Jason McAteer, absolute Wally. He said that it's a false position. Well, not in a false position. The league is the league. What are you talking about? False.
Yeah.
I hope we batter these. Honestly, I'm ready now. I'm ready, Mark.
We'll get you on at half time, mate. Obviously got the fan forum to come as well. I mean, one way or another, that's going to be a cracking show as well. But what was your score prediction just before I leave you?
1-1.
1-1. Yeah, you've copied me. 1-1. Well, you've not copied me. I think we both think the same. I'm sort of between 1-1 and 2-1. I'm like 1.5-1, if that makes sense. but
so that means you're nervous.
No, I just think we can win, but I think.
We can win. We
can win, but you just don't know. I don't know how. I don't know where we are compared to Liverpool. To be honest, I think that's the exciting thing. I just don't know where we are. I don't know how close we are. We're going to find out.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this, man. Come on. All
right, I'll speak to you at half time, pal.
All right.
You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're very, very close to kick-off now. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I do. I think I do like it. I'm very excited. I can't wait. No Bailly. Lindelof plays. Pogba off the left. We know Liverpool are going to come, and they're going to come hard in the first 20 minutes. We know it will come from Trent. We know it will come from Robertson. I think they'll play on the halfway line. I think they're going to swamp us. They're going to try and take the oxygen out of us. They're going to try and take the game away from us. I know they're going to do this. You know they're going to do this. Ollie knows they're going to do this. He's obviously going to sit deep. He's obviously going to sit in. When we win the ball back, we've got to use that ball. Whether it's a long ball over the top to Rashford or Martial, or we try and build our way through, we've got to use that ball. Mark, I'm extremely nervous as Man United lists. I'm only nervous because this is the first time I felt we could get something at Anfield in ages. Mate, I've always been like that. I think I've always, there's been plenty of times I fancied our chances more than I fancy our chances today, to be fair. But that's by the by for this. I'm ready to go. And I hope you are as well. They're doing something on the touchline here, and I always feel bad because I never know what it is. But they're clapping about something. Jerry Marsden, he sang that song, "You'll Never Walk Alone." Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can win an £800 voucher for Boohoo Man. Links in the video description to enter. Free to enter. Enter form through the link in the video description. Submit it, and we will announce the winner early next week. I think Monday's the deadline to enter. And you can also get 40% off with Boohoo Man as well by using the code UNITEDSTAND. I'm wearing some of their new Boohoo Man Active range, and I'm hoping this shiny thing will be lucky for us today. Got my t-shirt on underneath as well. That could well be lucky too. But we move. We are about to kick off this massive, massive game. Liverpool against Manchester United. Manchester United handing in their tracksuits as they enter the pitch. Pogba, all eyes on Pogba. Not all eyes, but he's got to have a good game. Mark, what would you do? What would you do be playing this game right now? David Jackson, if I was playing in this game today, it would be total selfishness. So I would not play in this game because we would lose. But if I was good enough to play in it, I would love to play in it. Of course I would. I think we all would. That's what we want in life, isn't it? We want to play in a game like this. But let's see how it goes. We've got to... For me, this game will be dealt with in stages. I think Liverpool... Remember, as I've said this as well, the pressure is on Liverpool. They are in 4th place at the moment. If they lose this game and Man City win later on tonight, they're into 5th. If they lose this game, they're 6 points behind us. They're trying to level up with us on titles. They are motivated. They are a passionate side. Their manager is Passion Merchant FC. They're hungry. We've got to show that hunger in this game today. We've got to be up for it. Pogba is on the right-hand side. Martial is on the left at the moment. So let's keep an eye on that. Martial will be working up against Trent. Pogba's got the ball here at the moment, is Wan-Bissaka. It's going to be very interesting to keep an eye on United these first few minutes. But at the moment, keep an eye on Rashford and Martial. Martial's playing to the left. Rashford's playing more centrally. Let's watch what the shape of the team is in defence. But Pogba is definitely playing to the right. Rashford through the middle at the moment. In fact, I'm just going to change the shape of the team because that makes a lot more sense to evidence what's actually happening here. Pogba on the right. Rashford there. Martial there. That's how they're shaping up at the moment. We'll see the real shape when Liverpool defend. But Man United have a throw in here with Paul Pogba. Not a bad cross. Martial's going to get that, is he? No, Salah. Go on, get in tight on Salah there. Now Firmino's got it. He's done well. McTominay, come on, let's get a tackle in. Let's get a tackle in, lads. Nice by Shaw. Oh, come on, Tony. Go on then, Bruno. Oh, come on. Bit scrappy here. It's Man United, bit scrappy. Ball into the channel. See, Lindelof up against Mane here. This is where you'd like to see Eric Bailly. Not getting close at all to him there. So Pogba dropping in on Robertson, yes. Martial's over on that left, Rashford through the middle. So that's how we're lining up. Very different to how we thought it was going to be. Rashford is playing at number 9, Daniel. And I think that's quite interesting because I don't think Marcus Rashford really is a number 9. But it might be, we wondered what the tactical switch from Ollie would be today. And I think it's very clever. Remember what many of us have been saying that Rashford, oh my God, McTominay's just been turned by Marnie there. And Fred. Bloody hell, lads. Get a tackle in here. This is poor. Poor from United. Robertson goes near post. Fred and McTominay there. Both getting turned. Not good enough. You've got to keep your eye on the bloody ball, lads. Mane slips past McTominay. Shaqiri leaves Fred on his arse. Not good enough there. You can't let Liverpool carve through you like that. And where's Pogba and Robertson there? Nowhere. Straight away. McTominay loses a tackle. Fred loses a tackle. Pogba loses Robertson. That could have been dangerous. Bit lucky there. Switch on. Very, very important. But yeah, the tactical surprise from Ollie is Rashford through the middle, which, to be honest with you, is not a bad idea in theory because Rashford's pace against Fabinho and Henderson is what you're looking to exploit. He's probably not going to get lots of ball into his feet, is he? The lads just need to calm down a bit, says the live comments. I think it's going to be hard for them to calm down because are we going to be able to calm down? Come on, Pogba. They're winning a lot of second balls here, Liverpool. You see what I mean about Pogba playing off the wide? He doesn't have that 5-10 yards injection of pace that Mane and Robertson have got, so it's very hard for him to go with the runners. Martial and Pogba on either side, obviously having to do the work here. Liverpool starting to get a bit of rhythm. We're going to expect this. I did say first 20 minutes we might have to do a bit of defending. Thiago just slips past Bruno like he's not there. Who's got Trent? This again, who's got Trent Alexander-Arnold there? Who's marking who? Like, we're not picking up the overlap of the fullbacks already. That's twice. Trent on one side, Robertson on the other, running at Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. That's not their man. You've got to go with the runners. Thiago just slipping past Bruno there. We've seen Shaqiri get past Fred. We've seen Robertson and Trent get away from Martial and Pogba. Little bit of discipline needed at the moment from Manchester United. We're letting players run off us too much. But we're all right at the moment. Oh, I believe throw into Liverpool there. What's your thoughts on the start then? Everyone in the live comments. Lazy Martial and Pogba says apathetic game. I don't like that word against players like Martial and Pogba, to be honest with you, because I think it's just very stereotypical. Anyone know woefully imbalanced team, says Barath. Early days, but we do. I mean, Mane here on the left-hand side. We're not picking up many second balls either. Go on, Martial. Here we go. Now, when we get the ball, we've got to use the ball. Nice there. Lovely play by Shaw, back into Martial. Nice little link-up play into Rashford. Back post, Pogba, if you can see him. Took too long. Too long, Rashford there. Had to have a look up. But a good break. Good break from United. Better. Nice link-up play between Shaw and Martial. Good play there, Martial and Luke Shaw. Simon says, what time does the game start? It's been going for 6 minutes, mate. You've not missed anything yet. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 955,000. You're very welcome. We're live every night at 8 o'clock in the morning show as well. Obviously, every match all the way through. We've got the fan forum. We've got player ratings in the second half that you vote for. But at the moment, we're only 6 minutes into this huge game. Manchester United top of the league against Liverpool second. 3 points between the two. Well, Liverpool are actually in fourth now because Spurs have won and obviously Leicester won last night. United still top. But massive, massive game. First 6 minutes, tentative. tentative. I sense there's a little bit of respect from Liverpool. People would say what you're talking about, but no, I've seen Liverpool go really high up the pitch in the first 10 minutes against teams like Leicester and Wolves. They're not doing it against United, but that's a foul by Salah on Shaw. Expecting a big game from Luke Shaw tonight and Wan-Bissaka. They're up against two very, very good wide players in those. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. As usual, the back post is wide open again to Sean Finity. Yeah, we do need to be careful about that. Liverpool are not actually fourth in the league. Okay, they're not. I thought they might drop to fourth because Spurs scored 2 goals, but actually they're probably all right. They might not be. Level on points with Spurs, though, aren't they? I thought Spurs had better goal difference. I stand corrected, says the man. Bruno, nice little play. McTominay, come on. I think McTominay should have gone into that tackle more with Thiago. I think he bottled it a bit, which is surprising because he's doubled the size. I don't think McTominay goes into this tackle here. He should go and win it. And because he doesn't go and win it, a bit slow into the tackle. Oh, I don't know what Thiago's going down there for. McTominay hardly touches him. This is one of the big issues I have with Scott McTominay as a CDM, though. He's just so tall, he's not quick into the tackle. And when he adds a bunny hop in as well, it makes him even slower. Oh, Lindelof turned again. There's 2v1 there. Who's watching the runner there? Fred. That's Shaqiri. That's not Martial. That's not Luke Shaw's man. Lovely play by Martial here. He'll be getting confidence. Bad ball, though. Right ball, but bad ball. The only game I'll never ever want Liverpool to win, says Dano Jr. Oh no, the only game I'll ever want Liverpool to win, he says. Why Lindelof? This always happens to Bay, says Jacob. And I think Liverpool go fourth if they lose, says Matty. That's it, you're right. If they lose, they go fourth, of course, because they'll lose a goal on goal difference. That's what I was thinking about. Who have we signed this transfer window, says George McMaster. Nobody. I don't know the relevance of that. Please share the video if you're watching, by the way. You can do it through the share button on your socials. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Massive, massive game, of course. First 10 minutes, little bit. Well, to be honest, it's exactly as I thought. It's a little bit better than I thought, actually. I was a bit worried that Liverpool might come at us a little bit harder, but they've not been able to get at us as much as they thought. We've not really done a hell of a lot yet, but we're more in the game than I thought. Bruno trying to feed in Rashford. Good interception by Henderson. Interesting how Mane is attaching himself to Lindelof and Firmino is coming over to Wan-Bissaka. Keep an eye on that. I wonder why he's doing that. I think we all know why he's doing that. Bit of a slow start, says Faja. Remember what I said in the preview, though? I said the first 20 minutes, if it's 0-0, fine. Grow it. If Man United only need to... draw's not terrible for us, but 1-0, scrape it, whatever. We need to grow into the game. The thing for us is to not let Liverpool score. We just got to grow into this game. Ollie and Scott must be having an affair, says Sean Negative Turner. Matic and Donny are better than him. And Zayn Miasi's here. Egyptian, Pharaoh, hat-trick incoming. Do Arsenal fans hate United more than Liverpool then? I presume they do. How does that work? Have we got any rival fans in here? Tell us the team you support and who you want to win. Like, do Chelsea fans want us to win? Probably think they can catch us more than... I suppose Arsenal fans are deluded enough to think that they could catch us still in the league. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Or the rivalry's just bigger. Yeah, that Rashford through the middle is all about trying to catch them out for pace. And I do... look, hold this, clip this if it happens. I said it in the preview as well. What you want to do is try and get Rashford up against Henderson in a 1v1. Make Henderson make a tackle, red card, down to 10 men. But Martial and Luke Shaw doing their job quite well down that left-hand side. I'm quite happy with that at the moment. They've linked up quite well and Martial's doing his work. Lovely run by Thiago. That'll go out for a goal kick. But Thiago looking good. Turn this off on my phone. Bloody noise is getting on my nerves. Thiago looking very good. Thiago is a fantastic player, isn't he? You can, I mean, look, I obviously don't want Liverpool to win at all, but you know, you can notice class, and I think Thiago is a class apart in that midfield at the moment. Every time he's on the ball, he's making such a difference. It's Bruno's job, Thiago, really, as well. You know, that Bruno, it's Thiago and Bruno. They're the two players closest, so Bruno's got to do something about Thiago because he can't let him just keep dictating the game. And can I just say this very early on? What the fuck are we doing putting Paul Pogba on the right wing? We're accommodating a player who should be playing in the central. I do not like Pogba on the right wing at all. He's not a winger, is he? There's a good interception by Pogba there. But why? What is it that McTominay's got that Pogba hasn't got? You know, that's what I'm sort of thinking. Why can we just not play Pogba in the centre? It's very obvious to me, but I'll take me tactical notes. And it's interesting because when the team news came out, I said we're going to play deep, so we'll probably be fine with Lindelof at centre back. But the Pogba one worried me. Why are we playing Pogba on the wing? Thiago, good ball into Firmino. Oh, get across there quicker than that. Bloody hell, McTominay. He's jogging across. It's like he's running through porridge. Bloody hell. I was like, oh my God, are you going to get there? Look how slow McTominay gets across here to Robertson. It's like maybe that's top speed for him. I don't know. I'm like, bloody get a move on, mate. Watch this from here. So slow to get across. He should be sprinting from there. He's like, bloody hell. Well, we're nearly at that 20-minute mark, which is a positive. Hi Mark, greetings from Croatia. Hope we win tonight. Key for win is defensive discipline and to be clinical in attack. Martial could hero or Pratt, says Marin. A few people saying Rashford never shows up big game swap for Greenwood, says Al. A bit early to be having a go at Rashford. Rashford's doing the graveyard shift, remember. Rashford's playing up front for Manchester United. It's a thankless task, and I'm sure Anthony Martial, Greenwood and Cavani will tell him that. But at the moment, I don't like the balance of the team. I don't like what we're doing in the midfield. I think McTominay and Fred are being bypassed by better technical players. I mean, look, Firmino's dropping in there, winning it off Fred from behind him. Thiago slips it past him. They're getting bypassed too much. Fred and McTominay getting bypassed too much here. And Pogba's out on a whim on the right wing. I just get Pogba playing centrally. If the midfield's not going to break up the play, then you've got to try and get the ball and make things happen yourself. Bruno can't get on the ball either. He's getting swamped. Very little going our way on the ball at the moment. I mean, we're not losing, and Liverpool haven't had a great chance or anything like that. But you know, we've got to get a foothold on this game when we get the ball. Oh, bloody hell! Should have been 1-0 Liverpool there. We're all over the place. Hi Mark, don't you think Pogba on the right wing where he doesn't really play and will cause Aaron Wan-Bissaka a lot of problems? I think it already is, Andy and Bruno. Slide rule pass in past Lindelof there. Mane lays it off to Firmino. Who's marking Firmino? If he'd laid it off to Robertson, I think it would have been 1-0. I said that in a few shows back. Why are we playing Pogba out of position for an average players in midfield? Says Ben Wilson. Spot on, Ben. Cian, welcome to the United Stand Members Club. McFred being shown up by Thiago. What I give to have Herrera in this team, says Caramore. And Mark, we are giving the ball away in silly places, says Jay Ali. Yeah, well, we haven't got players good enough in the midfield against a quality team like this to work the ball through. Martial's playing well, though. Nice play between Bruno and Fred, and Martial Play it. Play it. Go on, Rashford. Oh, well done, Robertson. He's given the foul. That was a good play from United there. Martial to Fred, to Bruno to Fred, and Rashford nearly gets through. But that was good. That was good play from United. Nice by Fred, and he nearly gets it right for Rashford. It's nearly a fantastic ball by Fred. That's better. That's what you want to see. We're not going to, Liverpool are going to be quality on the ball. We've got to be quality on the ball as well. Now Martial on the left-hand side. Oh, gives the ball away, but sorry, them two in centre midfield are awful. I'd make a change now with them two playing. Bruno and Pogba are out of the game, says Sean Negative Turner. Well, hopefully they can grow into the game. Pogba. Nice little lovely ball by Pogba out to Martial. And he's offside. Never should be off there, Tony. You never should be off. We lose the ball when in transition. They lose when they have a shot. The difference is Sunshine Digital Media Agency. We're about to hit that 20-minute mark, and we spoke about this in the preview. If we can get through the first 20 minutes 0-0, start to grow into the game with a bit of confidence, that's what you want to see. It's all about movement, growing into the game. Do you think it's a problem that McTominay ever retains possession when he passes sideways or back? He can't complete the easiest of forward passes. I think it's somebody that... I think it's something that everybody's always said, to be fair. Robertson's got it on the left-hand side. Salah. Well done, Fred. They're winning a lot of second balls here at the moment. That's what's pissing me off. And as I predicted, 66% possession to Liverpool at the moment. Luke Shaw will get rid of that for a throw-in. You could drive a bus through the spaces that exist between Pogba and Robertson. I don't put the blame on Pogba for that, says Andrew Kelly. If only United had a quality Dutch midfielder who could hold and pass the ball and follow Thiago around and not let him play passes at will, says Ice Mooney. I know you're talking about Van der Beek. Do you think it's... yeah, we've done that one as well. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Mane's got it on the left-hand side. Why always in big games we don't do good passing? Frustrating, says Vishal. You've got to have the players to pass, haven't you? Robertson here. Shaqiri... corner. If you play Pogba, play a diamond, is that way you're not shoehorning him into the team in position that he doesn't play. Square pegs in round holes, says Salah Ahmed. Actually, I didn't get laughed at for saying this, but I did say that I wouldn't have minded Dan James. They played a short corner here. Bruno with the tackle. Rashford and Martial need to work on their position, and they're constantly offside. Also, too much room for Robertson. That can be dangerous. Many of us did say that, didn't we? That Dan James might have been useful in this game just to do a job on Robertson. Thanks, Grilled Phoenix. Cross comes in, headed away by Lindelof. They don't have a lot of height, Liverpool, so I don't think they'll want to cross many crosses into the box. Pogba heads it away. We've got a lot of height in our side. Go on then, Wan Bissaka into Martial. Nice, that's it. Pogba. Oh, that's a dreadful ball. Dreadful ball. Like you said, Mark, the game is played in segments. Can't imagine Rashford stays up there at number 9 for the full game. Mane into Firmino. Good block by Lindelof. I thought he'd shown him the shot. And the Salah. We've got to be bloody careful here. Midfield is being absolutely dominated. Ollie's got his tactics and players wrong again, says Ziggy Johnson. And 4-4-2 with Bruno and Rashford up top. If this works, I think the PE teacher comment should stop, says Abhishek. Like you said, Mark, the game is played in segments. Exactly. Good. If you're Liverpool, you're very happy with the start. You're very happy with this start if you're Liverpool. From Manchester United's point of view, I'm very happy that it's 0-0. I don't really see any structure to this formation at all. It just doesn't look fluid. It doesn't. You know, we're basically playing Pogba right wing. One of the world's best midfielders playing at right wing because you want to play him, but you don't want to drop two players that actually aren't that good. Like, you know, a Liverpool goal is coming at the moment. Unless United sort this out, either get a foothold in the game or change something, Liverpool goal is coming because we look woefully second best at the moment. We wanted this game to be I wanted this game to be a statement that we're not far off Liverpool. At the moment, we look a long way off in relation to tactics and fluidity. Doesn't mean we're not going to get anything out of the game, by the way, but look, you judge a game on the 22 minutes and Liverpool are playing much better football than us. It's a bit like watching Liverpool play Newcastle. We might get a 0-0 draw, but we're a long way off in talent at the moment. It's not a good start. Definitely it's not a diamond. McTominay is not getting close enough, says Ninja Smith United. I don't think McTominay's a CDM. Self-professed box-to-box player. He said it himself. He's not a CDM. He's too big. Too big to be a CDM. Especially against the likes of Shaqiri and Thiago. They're little magicians, aren't they? It's a mismatch. It's like Peter Crouch playing up against Lionel Messi. You know, the body physics are just going to be... He's not going to get the tackles. Ollie chose energy instead of quality, says Jacob. I think Van der Beek would have suited this game a lot better. Maguire gets rid of it. Rashford, Martial's just gone down injured here. Paul is running further back than McTominay. I don't know why he's on, says SK. Well, I said it before the game, didn't I? I said that Scott McTominay's last two big games, which were Man City and Villa. I know he played well against Watford, but it's Watford. Against Villa in the league and against Man City in the Cup, you lot didn't even give him 6, average. So he's been below average in his last two games. And here he is starting against Liverpool again, and he's below average again. I think McTominay's best games are when he can get forward. Oh, Maguire there. Poor ball out. Mane's running into the box. Cross comes in. Fred will clear it. Not very well. Wijnaldum shoots. Blocked. We need to bring on Van der Beek on the right, says Emily Derry. Move Pogba next to Fred and pull off McTominay. Well, we don't need to pull him off. I don't think he deserves that, but take him off. Santiago says, Fred's getting bossed around. Bring Pogba in centrally. Take McTominay off for Greenwood. Cavani on for Van der Beek, says Santiago. People talking about tactics like there is some magic formation and tactic that will play Liverpool off the park. There isn't. We just need to fight. No, dear, I think you're right. I think Liverpool have played fantastically well, but we could play better. I do think we could play better. I think Pogba is wasted on the wing. I think that McTominay and Fred are getting bypassed. There's not... The passing's just not there from the midfield. Look at the differences on coaching style and lineup. We do have passers on the bench versus the good teams we are set up to fail. That's on Ollie, says Leo. You know, what you want is one of Fred and McTominay to be a creative player. It's industrious. It's not creative, and you need one of your. Look who's playing as the CDM for Liverpool. It's bloody Thiago. We've got Fred and we've got McTominay, and neither of them are very good at passing forward. Look, Fred's turned round to go sideways there when there's space in front of him. McTominay turns round. Actually, does hit a good ball forward to Bruno there, but that's what we need to do. The transition. They've got to look to go forward. Well done, Fred. Go on, Luke. That's better. Go on, Luke. Well played, Luke Shaw. Gets it into Bruno. He's going to hit that. Oh, he can't. Oh, he tried to play Martial in. I think he should have shot there, Bruno. Well in, Fred. Go on, Harry. Go on. Oh, he's overrun that. Look at the difference. Yeah, I've done that one. And Ollie has got the selection and the tactics wrong, let's be honest, says K Chino. Thiago alone is schooling McFred. Bruno missing, says Jordan Brown. And sick of Ollie doing this in important games. Put Pogba central, get an attacker on and Bailly on and play with some pace, says CB2212. Away Klopp looks to have to adapt. Having a short team is to pull McFred up away from the back four and then play through to Firmino Mane because there's no midfielders covering in front of the back four, says Mickey Rain. Well, let's not forget, Liverpool are playing bloody Jordan Henderson at centre-back, and we're not able to get at them as centre-backs at the moment. No, go on, Pogba. Oh, that's so unlucky. Pogba gets that there, and if Wijnaldum doesn't foul him, he's going to play Rashford through. I think that's a yellow card. Can you please stop all talking about Van der Beek? We are top of the league, and he is not part of it. Just not good enough, says Jenks. Yeah, well, lots of people disagree with you on that one, mate, so welcome to the world of opinion. Hi, Mark. After seeing the build-up to the match, what are your predictions? Love from South Africa. I'm still going to stay 1-1. I still think we can get something out of this. Tactical foul that was by Wijnaldum, Vincent. Yeah, I think he should have got a yellow card. Midfield is disjointed, no rhythm and continuation in our plays. Manager's getting exposed for his lack of tactical assertiveness on the game, says Paul Conley. But can I just say, in defence of Ollie, we are playing Liverpool who've not been beaten for 3 years, and Luke Shaw's got it on the back post. And a draw is not necessarily a bad result. And maybe Ollie has gone for a draw. Maybe he is going to play defensive. What's the best way to counter Liverpool's pressing and closing down? It appears there is no clear direction for when this happens, says Travis Main Street Social Club. Well, this is why I would have played Pogba next to Fred, because McTominay and Fred are not... It's not like they're enforcing the midfield, are they? So if they're not enforcing the midfield, neither of them are doing a better job than Pogba would do, really. And what Pogba would do when he's got the ball is actually have some creativity to look up and make something happen. I think McTominay and Fred predominantly pass sideways. Welcome to the members club, Mohamed Hassan. So we're just getting wave after wave of attack because we haven't got the players to get the game going. Having said that, Liverpool haven't created any big chances, have they? So you've got to say that. Bye, Logan. Bye. Spotted your little abuse. Do one. Bruno always plays bad in huge games. Oh, God. Take a deep breath. The reality is social media is full of prats as well as having really good opinion. Should we start calling Rashford shit as well now? Because he's had nothing to do in half an hour. Bloody hell. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. On that road to 1 million now. And I can tell you that we are 100 subscribers away from 956,000. So very, very close. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Let's see if we can hit that. You're welcome. If you're new to the channel. People saying Bruno is missing in the game. If he's not getting enough of the ball off his CDMs, then he is limited to what he can do. Exactly. He's just won a free kick there, says Salah Ahmed. Yeah, but that's what I was trying to say, Salah. That's why I mentioned Rashford, because some people don't understand football and they say Bruno and Rashford have been shit. Yeah, they're playing in a team that's not getting the ball to their feet. Do you think this will be a crucial match, Mark, for the Premier League title? Keeping in mind United's current form against the top side, says Abin. And people saying Bruno is... I've done that one. And I'm saying this right now so that even if we win this match, we're not good enough and it's more on selection and tactics than on players. We are class apart, says Depanshu. Yeah, but it's such a weird season. If we could win this game and get into 6 points ahead of Liverpool, that's quite a lot of points to overturn, isn't it? You don't know this season. I don't think there's not many United fans who genuinely think we can win the title, but a corner here. Oh no, he's offside, Harry Maguire. Yeah, there's not many United fans who genuinely think we can win the title, but we all know we're in a title race and we all know it's a very weird season. So you just don't know. If you can win a game like this and keep grinding out the wins, you just do not know. Stretch. I do need a stretch. And we're only, half an hour gone. Pressure's on Liverpool, All right, Liverpool have had the better shape. They've had the better fluidity. Who does 0-0 suit better? Us. So at some point, Liverpool have got to it's a bit like, it's very similar to the Man City game at Old Trafford. Yeah, Man City have got the better manager, they've got the better players, they've got the better system, but the goals that we conceded came from errors. We didn't actually concede many chances. Go on, Luke. Oh, that's a foul from behind, surely. Yes. Book him. Book Shaqiri. Yes. Lovely running, great run by Shaw. Shaw's playing brilliant. Wins the free kick. Luke Shaw's made some really good forward runs in this game. Defensively sound as well. Salah's not had anything yet. Hi Mark, seen some of the hate on social media today. They're all jealous of you, your channel, and keep following. Keep smiling, keep up the great work. Tom Reader, thanks for the support, mate. Mark, I said in this City game and you scoffed, but De Bruyne is streets head of Bruno. Never seen De Bruyne go missing in games like this. Mate, you've never watched football. Goodbye, Caramore. And welcome to the Members Club, Mohamed Hosni. So De Bruyne has never had a bad game. Where was he between September and Christmas then? Because every game I watched him, he was shite. Please, can you turn on captions if you can? Thanks. Says Yakam. I can't. I don't know what they are. Free kick here anyway. Not a bad position. Bruno's on it. And Matt, dare to dream. Bruno hits it. Oh, I thought it was in. I thought it was in. It was one of those. I thought it was in. I thought it was going to land right. Oh my God. It's not even far off. It's a great free kick by Bruno. Oh, for fuck's sake. That is half a metre from dropping in the top corner. That is so close. I've got goosebumps and it didn't even go in. It's literally about that far. But oh my God, here we go. Salah up against Maguire. Fasten your seatbelts. Oh, lucky. Firmino gets the shot off. That was a worry. Into De Gea's hands. Know your team and know your opponent. If you're expecting 3-0 at 30 minutes, no one can help you, says Justin V. Keep them out until about an hour mark when Cavani on for McTominay and took Pogba in, put Tony out left, says Chris Elliott. We've done that from Justin. Hey Mark, did you see Roy Keane's nephew Liam Keane has signed for the United Youth Academy? Hopefully he can be as good as his uncle, says Dave. Hope so. Lovely ball, Rashford's through! Oh, he's took a heavy touch. He's still got it. Heavy touch by Rashford. Just lays it off to Pogba. Pogba! Oh, if it had got it to Tony. Bloody hell, it's starting to open up a little bit now for United. Oh, well, the free kick from Bruno. Rashford, a heavy touch. Got it to Pogba. Pogba's got a heavy touch on it as well. It's starting to open up a bit. You see that first 20 minutes? Shaky first 20 minutes, but keep a clean sheet. Good tackle by Maguire. Luke Shaw brings it away again. Needs some help. Nothing in front of him. Trent with the cross. Lindelof. Go on, Scott. Go and win that. Game's starting to stretch a little bit now. Starting to open it up. Good ball by McTominay. Watch out, Martial. There's not a lot going on ahead of them. Bruno. Don't know what he's trying to do there. Hi, Mark. Who do you think will finish in the top 4 at the end of the season, says Killian. Couldn't give a shit at the moment. Oh, I thought Rashford was through. I've got no idea. I think, well, Man City and Liverpool will be in the top 4, won't they? And then, I don't even know that... You'd say us, but you just don't know. It's such a weird season. And look at the chasing pack of Leicester and... Spurs, Chelsea could go on a run. You just don't know. You just don't know. Go on, Tony. We are growing into this game. I think go on, Tony. Lovely bit of skill. Gets past Trent. Go on. Needs some help. No help for Martial. It's a good run by Martial, but there's no one with him. Not a lot going on ahead there. Game's starting to come to life a little bit now. Liverpool will have felt they're in the game anyway, but United starting to come into the game. First 20 minutes, it didn't feel like we were in it. We now feel like we are. Showing a little bit more on the break. McTominay and Fred starting to get a bit of a foothold in the game as well, which is good. Oh, that's a lovely ball in though. Oh, go, Pogba, go. Come on, Fred's got it now. Luke Shaw. To be fair to McTominay, last 10 minutes his passing's been much better, says Sean. Yeah, I think they have settled a little bit. They have settled a little bit more. We're 50 subscribers away from 956,000. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, if you want to win a voucher from Boohoo Man, £800, one of you will win that. Links in the video description. Free to enter. All you've got to do is click that link and enter. We'll be announcing the winner on Wednesday. Closing date on Monday. Rashford positioning is crap for a number 9, says Jack Brown. I don't think Rashford is a number 9. He's not. I think he's playing at number 9 today because it's meant to throw. I think it's just a total tactical thing. It's Ollie trying to sort of get one over Klopp and go, oh, look, I've played Rashford up front for his pace. It's a good idea if it works because he's going to be quicker than Fabinho and Henderson. I'm not nervous. I'm like a jack in a box. I'm excited. Fred's got it. That's not very good clearance by Fred. Go on, Maguire. Get rid of this second ball. McTominay heads it away as well. Thiago. Pogba. Oh, I don't like... Oh, lovely play by McTominay there. Gets it to Pogba. Interesting. Is Rashford onside? He's not. He's on. Alisson's got it. He was offside. Always offside. 3-0 to United or 0-0, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Anything will do. And Rashford... I don't think Rashford was offside there, to be fair. Doesn't matter, he didn't get the ball. I feel a bit sick with nerves, but not nerves, just excitement. I just think it's such a massive game for us. Wijnaldum into Thiago. Oh, Salah. They're interchanging a little bit here. Lovely tackle. Luke Shaw's played really well so far. And it's a foul on Luke Shaw. He's just caught Luke Shaw's foot there, Mane. Yeah, I think Luke Shaw's probably been my man of the match so far. Got forward fantastically well. Won that free kick that Bruno nearly scored. A bloody brilliant free kick. Pogba's starting to grow into the game as well. Rashford's offside there, surely. He's offside again. He's always fucking offside, Rashford. It's the same on FIFA. They've got him down to a T. He's always offside. I'm sorry to say this, but we're being completely dominated. The quality difference between the sides is very clear, says Chris. All we have is the counter-attack. I disagree with you, Chris, in the last 5-10 minutes. I'd agree with you on the first 25, but I think the last 10-15 minutes we've been in the game a lot more. When do you think we'll see the fans back, mate, says Jack and Life? I think late March, definitely April. I've always said April. A lot of people think not, but I do think that. Liverpool been better, says Rolling. Offside again. Oh, that's a nice ball in. Luke Shaw again doing his job. Maguire gets it to De Gea. Tired of sitting in Luke Shaw's pocket. Salah has switched with Mane, says Nula. I told you, Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, if they have a good game today, you cut off a lot of Liverpool's attacking threats. And I think we're growing into this game. Not happy with Fred and McSauce. They keep playing within themselves. We lose momentum and then the ball, only they can get forward in the game, says Deep P. I'd say at the moment this game's looking like a draw, which isn't it's not a terrible result for Manchester United, is it? Oh, that's lazy from Bruno. You've got to go with Thiago there. Is Rashford high, says this ace. Thiago again. Good interception by Fred. We move. Pogba, we move. Oh, that's a foul. Have a yellow card there, ref. Oh, gotta start getting your card out. Got to start bringing your cards out here. But look, I thought Liverpool started the first 20 minutes really well. I think in the last 10 minutes, the gap in quality is starting to level up a little bit. Tony's playing on the left wing. He can't be in the box more when he's playing left wing. His job is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think Martial and Luke Shaw have been... I mean, yeah, again, we lack a right winger. We lack a right back who can get forward, don't we? I think Luke Shaw does it well. Lindelof looking for the ball inside. Pogba's there. Now, edge of the box. Have a look. Martial. Thiago gets there. Definitely getting more into the game. Long ball. Lindelof cuts it out. Pogba's definitely tucking in more, isn't he? See, look at where Pogba's position is there. Oh yeah, Bruno's gone to the right-hand side. They've swapped a bit. Bruno and Pogba have swapped. I was going to say, if Pogba's tucking in there, who's going to keep hold of Trent? That's a lovely ball by Bruno into Rashford. Lovely ball to Rashford. Rashford and Pogba and Bruno have swapped at the moment. Fred takes it back to bloody Lindelof. You see, you have a bit of progression there, and now it's back to Maguire. We're in a good position there. Oh, that's a shit ball. Fucking hell. That's ridiculous. Bruno plays a really good ball into Rashford, and somehow we end up with it back with bloody Harry Maguire. Minute to half time anyway. Look, we'd take 0-0 at half time, wouldn't we? I think, especially after that first 20 minutes. It's gone as pretty much as I thought it would be, really. First 20 minutes, you've just got to stay in the game, which we did. I've seen Liverpool deoxygenate teams in them first 20 minutes. We've stayed in the game. They've not really had many good chances. We were a bit shaky the first 10-15 minutes, and we've grown into the game. And, you know, I think the second half's going to go like that as well. I mean, imagine if United could get 1-0 up and have, you know, I think with our defence and Liverpool's scoring record at the moment, if we could get in front. United score penalty in the 98th minute. World War III starts as Jack in Life. I want to win. You know what? Now we've played 45 minutes. I want to bloody win this game. I don't see why not. I know that sounds a bit arrogant, but I say go and win it. Lindelof with the header. Second ball. He's going to add 1 minute on here. It's into Mane. He's in the box. Be careful. No, he's offside as well. I think Solskjaer will be very happy with that so far. First 20 minutes, he was probably a little bit worried, but the way we've grown into the game, is it surprising? You know, we very rarely play well for 90 minutes. I think we took our time getting going in this game. Ball over the top there. That's fine. Fred's got to come off. He's crap, says Sean Negative Turner. It's not good enough just being a headless chicken running around all day. And Mark, we need someone who can pass the ball in midfield. McSauce off for Van der Beek and we win 2-1. Says Fisticuffs. And it is half time, by the way. Let me just stop the clock here. I mean, look. I'm sure to the neutral, they'll be moaning, oh, it's shit, this, that and the other. Don't care about the neutral. All we care about is Liverpool and Manchester United fans because that's the game that's being played. You can only play the game that's in front of you. Our job is not to entertain. It is to win for our club and our fans. Can't wait to rub it into Liverpool fans when we win the league. Bruno, Player of the Year, statue outside, says Dave. It's interesting. I think Bruno's struggled and I think Pogba struggled when he swapped with Bruno. I think that number 10 position is quite difficult because Thiago's just running that area. But when Bruno went to the right side and swapped with Pogba, he pings a lovely ball to Rashford. and and Pogba started doing that as well. I personally, for that reason, would just I'd like to see Pogba playing where McTominay is. Take McTominay off, put Pogba there. They're not doing enough in that midfield, McTominay and Fred, for me to go, oh, if we take one of them off, we're going to miss them. Pogba can play that role and put someone on the right-hand side. I mean, Dan James isn't even on the bench, I don't think, but maybe put Van der Beek there, I don't know. But I think if we got a little bit more creative, Pogba's going to put the shift in that McTominay's going to put in. Van der Beek's going to put the shift in that McTominay's putting in. Just get a little bit more creativity on that team, and I think we could win it. And what worries me is, if we go 1-0 down, we're going to have to make that change anyway, so we may as well make it at 0-0. But two things. Luke Shaw's been awesome, and our best ball progressed the first half. McTominay is proper crap. I don't understand what he provides. Can't tackle and can't progress the ball forward. Hope Holly gets it done, says Aditya. I know it's 0-0, but you don't think we need Matic on? He can calm the team and control the midfield. We can win this game, says James McIntyre. And more than a right winger, we need a clinical striker, says Rajat. And Fred needs to sort out his passing. Pogba's playing good today, says Mr. Bra. I think Pogba started the game a little bit shaky, like most people did, but we seem to have sorted that side down. But what I would say is, it's very clear to me that Paul Pogba's in form at the moment. He's not a bloody right winger. We've got one of our best players on the right wing. He needs to be playing where he plays. Pogba's position is where McTominay is. That's where Pogba should be. Let's not wax lyrical about Pogba's played well. He's not a bloody right winger. He's wasted on the right wing, is Paul Pogba. If he's playing well on the right wing, imagine what he'd do in the middle of the pitch where he's on the ball more. Pogba's basically playing where Martial is. That's not Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba's a midfielder. Get him in the bloody midfield. But in general, I think the game's been, I'm very happy with where United are at the moment. Liverpool are going to get bollocks at half time. Klopp's going to have to tell them that the game's slipping away a little bit. You've got to go up a gear. And Liverpool are going to go for us a little bit more. But what I would say is, as shaky as we might have been in the first 20 minutes, and we were shaky, how many chances have they created where you go, oh shit, De Gea's had to make a good save, or Maguire's had to make a good block? I think Luke Shaw's been our best player again. But look, I'm happy with where we are at the moment. And remember, a draw's not terrible for us, but that game's got more in it. Imagine Ollie getting Thiago in the summer and having him on the bench today because McTominay's playing, says Edgar. Well, that might have happened. I'd put Pogba where McTominay is and put Donny on the right at least, says Amil. And Fred, McTominay, Bruno been horrible. Something needs to happen. That midfield is not working. Only Pogba is being progressive. So Carrimore, I don't think Bruno's been terrible. I think Rashford and Bruno are playing in a team that's got two holding midfielders who just don't move the ball forward enough. I think when Bruno swapped with Pogba, Bruno started pinging those balls in and he looked good. Pogba's benefited from a bit of space on the right-hand side, but I think we would get hold of that midfield a lot better if we put Pogba more centrally, and that would get more out of Bruno. I mean, Rashford's living off scraps. He's in the graveyard shift, like I said. I think down the left-hand side, we've looked good. I think Martial, with the limited ball he's had, has done well. Luke Shaw's been fantastic. Centre-backs haven't really been tested, but it's pretty much where we were so far. I think we've learned that, Liverpool are a good side, but I don't feel like we're out of this game. I don't feel that we're inferior. Flex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Give us your thoughts on that first half then.
Yeah, first 30 minutes, we spoke about, being compact, not making any stupid mistakes. Don't give Liverpool any encouragement. And I think we've done that because it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for the first 30 minutes. Had to ride it out, showed good resilience, showed good following of the instructions. I think that the chance where Firmino was in, he should have squared it to Robertson.
Yeah,
I think
was a big
Pogba
chance.
was
probably
too far in field, and we're lucky he made a bad decision there. But like you just said there before I come on, David De Gea hasn't had to work, just how Alisson hasn't had to work. So from that point of view, I think we've actually defended quite well. And then after we rode that first 30 minutes, started to come into play a little bit. I thought Thiago was getting a bit too much space, gave Fred a couple little jukins, got away from McTominay, like he was starting to kind of run the game a little bit. Then he started misplacing passes. Then we started picking his pocket a couple of times. And we look dangerous on the counter. We do look dangerous on the counter. We're offering on the counter. We've got willing runners in Rashford. The Pogba situation on the right is interesting because we probably thought he would have been on the left, but just him being on the left or the right is the same scenario. Do you know what I mean? The same conundrum, which is what you were just saying there. You're not going to get the best out of him there. You're accommodating him because he's playing well. And because he's actually in a positive moment, he's actually playing okay.
Okay. Are we getting enough out of what is probably our in-form player? I mean, Bruno's
probably
tired.
not. But
Pogba's our best player, wasted on the right wing, getting more central.
We're not. But I think to start with, I still don't blame Ollie with starting with McTominay and Fred in there. I still don't blame him for that. I feel like we can change it as the game goes on. I have no problem with that. But we need a platform to play first, and we need to get your basics right. And the basics right for me in this game was having McTominay and Fred in there as an engine, having legs in there, trying to disrupt the flow of Liverpool's midfield, which I don't think Pogba would have done that from the off. Although he's had to do a lot of running. He's had to get back into position. He's had to do his thing. Robertson has been Robertson. He's been high up the pitch. I think Pogba got caught once where I said he needed to do twice. Once where he let Robertson come inside where he needed to do more. And once where he was too far in field where if Firmino makes the right choice, we're in massive trouble. And if that goes to Robertson and they score, we're all saying, Paul Pogba / Ollie, why are you there, etc., etc. But that didn't happen. So, look, I think his balls over the top have been just off, maybe just offside here or there. But he's been involved. Luke Shaw's been fantastic. Luke Shaw's been brilliant, really, really good. And Martial has gone on a couple of good runs as well. So Liverpool would be thinking the second half of that first half or shall I say Jurgen Klopp will be thinking that we need to be careful here because we had our kind of decent spell. We couldn't really force any proper attempts at goal. And then they came onto us and they started to open us up a little bit. So we're in a really good spot right now. We've got a platform to go and play.
It's interesting. I'm just going to go through some stats actually. And I'm not a big one on stats, but I think these ones are important. If you look at possession, 66% for Liverpool, nearly 67%. So that's a lot. Pass success rate 88% for Liverpool, 73 for us. That's very low. Total shots 9 to Liverpool, 1 to us. Key passes 6 to Liverpool, 0 to Manchester United. So the story of the half, is it not a story that we started so badly and actually got a little bit better? Because when you look at it, we ain't winning. They've had way more possession. They've had way more shots. They're making way more key passes. We're giving the ball away a lot. For me, I think a lot of this is because McFred are just not progressive players. They're not progressive. And that is why we are losing those three key areas where they're having more shots, they're having more possession, and they're making more key passes than we are because we are not getting the ball to Bruno quick enough. Pogba is on the right wing, so he's only going to get half of the game he would on the centre. McTominay and Fred McTominay and Fred for me are Declan Rice and Souček. And some people would say Rice and Souček are better than McFred. We've got a midfield too, which is comparable to West Ham. And all right, West Ham are having a good season, but we're Manchester United. For me, Paul Pogba is in form. He's in the shop window, whatever. He's doing it. He's up for it. He's got his game head on. He's not looking like inconsistent Pogba. He's looking consistent Pogba. Drop him in that midfield. Get him on the ball more. And it's not like it's a risk to take McTominay or Fred off and put Pogba there, is it? Because then it's not like they're running the midfield. They're not. So get Pogba in there ASAP, and I think we'll get on the ball a lot more because Liverpool haven't created any chances yet, but on the balance, you would expect that if anyone's going to win this, it's probably going to be Liverpool. So why not try? I mean, what I'm trying to say is the gaps. There's not a massive skill gap in the game apart from the fact that there is in the midfield because they've got players on the ball. I think we can go toe to toe with them if we get Pogba into the middle.
Yeah, potentially. I don't mind that at all. And second half, like I said, now we've got a basis, and like you said, we're in the game, and we're at a point where we can affect the game positively to try and kick on and be a bit more, take a few more risks. Potentially, yeah, but we don't need to be silly with it. I agree. You can easily take out one of McTominay or Fred and put Pogba in there, and bring on, say, a Van der Beek, which I think there's zero chance of Van der Beek coming on the right wing. It'll probably be what's his face instead, Mason. Yeah, be Greenwood if anyone. I can't see it being Van der Beek. I'll be extremely surprised. Or we start to get a hold of it in midfield where Pogba can actually get the ball high up, because in different types of games when Pogba's been playing on the wing, when he's been playing left wing, he's more involved because we're playing against not as good opposition. Do you know what I mean? So
you could put Cavani in front and put Rashford on the right. Yeah,
exactly. You could do that. Exactly. So I think we've got options. I think the good thing is that we're unscathed at halftime. Liverpool need to win it. We had an uncomfortable 30 minutes where in the past we probably conceded during that 30 minutes doing something stupid. We managed to ride that storm and then show a bit. It wasn't like that from the 30th minute right through to the 45th. Like, they didn't really have that much pressure on us after the 30th. We started to pick their pockets quite a lot. We were defending quite well. They were giving away silly passes. They were trying to cross from deep. Trent keeps trying that real deep kind of cross. And it wasn't working. We were in position. Maguire and Lindelof clearing their lines, doing their jobs. And then Fred started to get on the ball a little bit, travel a little bit more, make some passes. McTominay, I think, settled down. I think they all just settled down collectively after that 30, 35-minute mark and started to go, you know what? We can get on this ball. We can play our way into the game, which is what I wanted us to do, because Liverpool are always going to come at you straight away. You've got to ride that first period, whether it be 20-minute period, half an hour, might even be ride the first half. You don't know how long it's going to be, but you need to come out on the other side of it. And I think we've done that and managed to show a bit. So hopefully we can build on that. But if it doesn't go right early on, like you said, and you can see some of the similar themes, I think you're looking to make that change. What you said, we need Pogba in the central area. And then you make some changes on the wings, either bringing on Cavani and moving Rashford out to that side, or Martial, whatever.
MG99 says Martial's average position was deeper than Scott's. I think Martial's been very disciplined on that left side. He's done very well.
Yes.
We're 50 subscribers away from 957,000, so please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Plenty of people watching. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, second half, you can do your player ratings. We've got the fan forum after the game as well, the match reaction. So 45 minutes away from what will be, let's not treat it like it's Burnley or Fulham. This is a massive game in the context of the Premier League. It's not just big for United, it's big for Liverpool, it's big for everybody else. This is 45 minutes. I mean, it's one of those games where if you draw it, many people would say that's a very good result for United, it's a bad result for Liverpool. If we lose it, obviously it's a good result for Liverpool, bad for us. If we win it, it's a terrible result for Liverpool. It's a fantastic result for Manchester United. Not really had those big moments at the moment. Loving the few runs with balls Shaw's been doing. So Snake Eye, I think Shaw's been man of the match as
travelled really well. Yeah.
Good first half game, says Nick M. Executed well. McFred have got us through the first half now. It's time to push on the second half. I'd say Cavani or Greenwood on and drop Pogba next to Fred. Yeah, I'd be very happy with that, Nick M. I don't think he'll do anything at half time, Flex. I think first 10-15 minutes, keep it as it is, but that's the change I would
It'll be interesting. It's all about the next goal, or if there is going to be the first goal. So, because if Liverpool do get it, I don't know. That would make me feel really uncomfortable.
I think whoever, I said that in the first half. It's a good point. I think whoever gets the first goal in this game will probably go and win 2-0, because the other team will have to. If we get the first goal, Liverpool have got to go for it, and we can hit them on the break. If they get the first goal, we'll have to open up and they'll hit us on the break. The first goal is huge, and that's probably why both teams are a little bit cagey.
Yeah, absolutely. The first goal means everything in this, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but I think it would be really difficult to come back and get a draw if we go one down. I think we need to score first if we want to get this positive result, obviously, or keep the clean sheet and get a 0-0, which people may say, it's boring, he didn't go there, he didn't attack and all this stuff, but the position we're in, you've got to just take it game by game. In the position we're in, we don't have to win this game.
38-game season. If it ends up being a draw, that's a good question. If I said to you now, Flex, we can end the game and take the point, would you do it, or would you play the next 45?
I'd take the point.
Would you?
Yeah.
See, I don't, I'd be interested in what people in live comments do. I'd probably be an idiot for doing this, but I sensed something. I felt the longer the game, I don't feel like to me, Liverpool dominated the ball. We've seen that. They dominated the key passes, but I did feel that in the last 15 minutes of that half, we were starting to nearly get in. And I think the way we played this game, and we were talking about it before, I knew the way he set his team up, we were going to sit deep and hit on the break, and we were starting to get in. And I think, Liverpool will probably come out and batter us now, but I do think that if it goes like that, we might get that chance. Yeah,
look, Liverpool are going to have gears to go up. We've got to be aware of that. I think, when you go in at half time, you kind of have to reset and accept that against really good teams like Liverpool are, that they're going to come again like they did at the beginning of the first half. Hopefully we can disrupt that and be more on the front foot because we know what they got to offer and we're in a good moment. That's what I want to see. But there's a high likelihood that, like you said, Klopp will get into them and they'll go up gears and we might have to weather the first 15 minutes again, 20 minutes again. Do you know what I mean? And then play in the last half an hour. So we have to see. We just have to wait and see how they turn up in this first 15 to 20 minutes of the first half.
Okay, well, we'll see you on the fan forum with KG and the lads. Flex, I'll speak to you in a bit.
Yes, cool, man. Nice one.
It's a good result.
Yes.
You can follow Flex. Oh, so I've started the clock. I've done something wrong there. Let me just close that. The half has kicked off. Sorry. Let me just get the timer back. You can see Flex and KG and Alex and Kev and Jay, I think, on the fan forum after my match reaction where we'll be doing the player ratings. But the second half has kicked off. No changes as we thought. Please subscribe, by the way. I don't know whether we've hit 957,000, but bottom right-hand corner to do that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wouldn't... I wouldn't take the point at half time. That's just me. Oh, Robertson. Lindelof's across well there. Play the 45, take McTominay off, put Pogba in his place and put Cavani on in the middle, says Paul Vinner. Cavani to come on and give us the winner, as Rooney did in the olden days, says Etienne. Not that Bruno is bad in the games, it's just that we are set up to fail in big games. The lineups and the tactics on Ollie. Liverpool dominating with their second tier side. Good point about Bruno. I'll talk about that in the match reaction. You've made a very good point there, Leo, Man United. The reason people say, oh, Bruno doesn't turn up in the big games is because in the big games we play part of the bus football and we don't get our number 10 on the ball. So how can he have a good game? Good first half game plan. I've done that one from Nick M. Thanks for all the super chats. And the second half is up and running now. I mean, if it ends up a draw, I'm happy. I'm happy with a draw, but I'm not taking a draw. I still think that we can get something out of this game. Daniel Colwilly says that Lindelof's bossing it. I don't think Maguire and Lindelof are bossing anything. I don't think they're having to do a lot. I think so much of the game is a midfield battle, and I think that I don't know where that 45 minutes went. Really, we didn't have many corners. We didn't really have any keepers. Neither keepers had a save to make. It's just been a midfield battle game, hasn't it? So yeah, it's been a interesting one, and but here is Liverpool now. Firmino, Shaqiri gets it wide to Salah. I mean, Luke Shaw's been fantastic. Salah definitely doesn't want to run at him. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I don't really care what rival fans say, but it's ridiculous that there are fans in our club who don't understand how good Luke Shaw is. Mane on the back post. Wan-Bissaka, come on, let's win that ball. Pogba. McTominay, I would have booted that, Scott. Why did he do a little soft header there? Boot it. Trying to head the ball 5 yards when you're on the edge of the box. Just boot it clear. It's congested. Relieve the pressure. Well, good tackle by Wan-Bissaka. Brilliant tackle. He's up for it today, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. When he's on it, he's on it. Shaking with nerves, I'm a mess. Love your marks, says Jack Jones. I'm not nervous. I'm all right. I'm actually pleased Pogba and Bruno there definitely work hard. I think McTominay just not doing anything. SK. Remember, we've got the giveaway with Boohoo Man. £800 voucher. Wait a minute. Salah. Well done, Maguire. That's a foul. Yeah. Surely that's a foul. £800 voucher for one of you. All you got to do to enter, it's free to enter. Link in the video description. Submit your details. You got till Monday to do that, and we'll announce the winner on Wednesday. £800 to spend at Boohoo Man. I'm wearing some of their new Boohoo Man active wear, which you can wear. Well, I'm not very active really, but it's a new range, very nice. And we've got 40% off with them as well if you use the Codes United stand. Everybody can use that. Cavani's there, chewing his gum. Pogba takes it down well. Nice little ball over the top. Martial, flick. Oh, I tell you what. Gets it wide. Bruno's got a bit of space. Into Martial. Lovely weighted ball. Stands it up. Martial. Oh, you get, lovely play between Pogba and Martial and Bruno. Maguire. Mane's gone down. It's Salah up against Shaw. The game's starting to stretch a bit. Following the theme of the first half. Liverpool are going to go for it, though. They're not, there's no prizes for a draw for Liverpool. They need a win. They're not going to not go for it. And Klopp's going to have told them to go for it. So, well done, Hey, come on. No, that's surely a foul on Bruno there. Thiago. Firmino on the left-hand side. 5 minutes gone. Oh, Wan-Bissaka, bloody don't do that, mate. Oh, I tell you what, if Mane had seen that foot from Wan-Bissaka, he might have took a tumble. I don't know what Wan-Bissaka was thinking about there, but we get away with it. Liverpool have got it on the far-hand side. He just stuck his foot out, but Mane obviously felt that he was in with a chance, so he carried on running. He could have gone down. Thiago, Fabinho, Thiago. I mean, what are Man United doing here? What are United doing here? Well done, Luke Shaw. What are United doing here when Fabinho is on the edge of our box as a centre-back? Mark, we need some quality and creativity in the midfield. Break up McFred and get Pogba and Donny on the ball much more and control the game, says Brad Lewis. You see what I mean there? Oh, look, I think Wan-Bissaka actually pulled his foot away. It just looked like he put a foot in. In these big games, our passing often lacks. Van der Beek is class on the ball under pressure. Van der Beek on for McTominay, says Jordan Palmer. Change the midfield, says Andrew Smith. Hi Mark, could you call my friend Oscar a Pratt, says Wandhammer. Thanks for the contribution, Mad Jason. My advice is just stay active in these sort of games. Before I used to do United Stand, what I used to do when I was watching big games is I used to have one of them medicine balls, you know, them big balls that people do stuff, and I used to sit on one of them in front of the TV because you can just roll around and it keeps you active. Really good advice, that is. Or, well, you can't do it at the moment, stand in a pub and just keep putting pints of beer in your hand and move around. That's good. Bruno. Oh, Trent's read him there. One's the throw in. Lindelof jumps in. Firmino finds Salah. Keeps it on. It's gone for a free kick. Oh, God. I'll tell you what I get bored of. The anti-Bruno brigade. I'm going to ignore anybody who says anything negative about Bruno Fernandes. I'm just going to ignore it. Because all I can see in the live comments is Bruno's shit. Bruno's had a bad game. And you think, realistically, are these people United fans or do they even understand we are where we are because of Bruno? Good shot by Bruno. Good block by Fabinho. Corner. I think Bruno's looked lively second half. I don't know what people are on about. He's picking up good positions on that left-hand side. And lovely ball by Martial. Gets his shot off. Good block by Fabinho. Right, corners are somewhere we could take an advantage. Harry Maguire's got to be looking at this. They haven't got a lot of height in their team. We've got Pogba, we've got McTominay, we've got Maguire. We've got three players who are big. If we can deliver the right ball here, they've got no height. No height at all. This is a real opportunity for United. And there they are. The three big lads. There they are, the lads. McTominay, Pogba and Maguire. It's not a great cross. It comes away for Salah. And we've got a break on here. Keeper. Where's the keeper? Go on. Good play by Luke Shaw there. Donny and Pogba playing together in this game would provide the energy, says Gerchen. Hi Mark, if any, what subs would you make right now? I'd take McTominay off and put Pogba in the middle. I think he's wasted on the right. Oh, two bad passes by Pogba there. Bruno's performance in big games are poor because we set up in a cautious manner, says Salah Ahmed. And we've got one huge chance on the counter here, Mark. Just got to keep it tight at the back. You know what, Sale Red? I feel that exactly the same. I feel like there's a big chance for us on the break. If we can defend well, Liverpool have got to get the win. So they've got to keep coming at us. And that will leave chances on the break. I think already in this half, we've seen Bruno drifting to the left, working with Martial. I think we will work a chance as long as we can keep it 0-0. Of course, if Liverpool go 1-0 up, they'll go more defensive. So the key to the game is the first goal. It's so delicately poised, not just as a football match, not just as two great rivals, but also in the context of the league itself. Firmino, watch out for Robertson on the far hand side. Well, it's actually Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson have switched position at the moment. Trent's gone to left back and Robertson's gone to right back. Oh, clever. That's so clever, Jurgen. Oh, you're so clever. You swapped your fullbacks. Oh, interchanging fullbacks. Look at me. Football friend. Bruno gets it wide. He has switched. He has switched his fullbacks. I'm so clever. Wan-Bissaka into Pogba. To Bruno. Ball possession now, United. Ball possession. Don't go for the Hollywood pass. Welcome to the Members Club, Marcus Stevenson. Here's Martial. Here's Luke Shaw. This is good from United. Just slow the ball down, but keep the ball. Don't be afraid to keep the ball. What's that? What sort of pass is that by Maguire there? Come on. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I mean, we've kept the ball here, but we're now back in our own half. I don't want us to do that. I think we can keep the ball higher up the pitch. Wan-Bissaka, poor ball. We give up the ball. Back with Alisson. Ozil's left Arsenal, says Irfan. Why would I care about some average footballer leaving a mid-table club when we've got first against second right now, right here, right now? I think the game is starting to get stretched. I feel that there's a goal coming in the next 5 minutes. And I never say that, but I feel there's something's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. It just feels like we're on the verge of something. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Nice ball over the top. Oh, Robertson and Trent have swapped again. He's gone back to left back, everybody. That was a goal kick. Robbo. First against third, technically, actually. You're right. Someone just laughed because I said that Ozil's average. Yeah, last time I checked, he couldn't even get in Arsenal reserves. He's off to Fenerbahce. Oh, shit. Must be one of the world's best attacking midfielders to be going to Fenerbahce from Arsenal's reserves. If Man United hadn't been awarded a single penalty this season, they'd be second. Liverpool would be 10th, says Stratos. Interesting. I think substitutions will be key, but as we know with Ollie, he doesn't always make them. Welcome to the Members Club, Carla Newman. Yeah, he's got to want to make the substitutions. I don't know. I'd just love to get Pogba more centrally. Long ball. McTominay clears it. Rashford flicks it on. So what subs would you make, everybody? I suppose that's a good question. For me, it would be McTominay off. Move Pogba inside. Robertson with the cross. Oh. Well, I don't know what happens here, but I think it's another cross that causes Harry Maguire a problem. He doesn't want to attack this, and I think he realises he has to. This is the problem again. These sort of crosses into the box, Maguire hates them. Look, he doesn't want to kick it. He wants to leave it, and if he leaves this... Maguire would have been in trouble here. Firmino nearly with a tap-in. I'd say he's just about done enough there, Maguire, but it's that tentativeness again. He doesn't like crosses that aren't in the air, and he's like, I don't want to touch this, I don't want to touch this. But if Firmino touches it and it's 1-0, you're like, you've let another cross go across your body there. Cavani's going to come on. Oh, Rashford. Oh, he's not quick enough. I wonder if he's going to do the sub. Take McTominay off, put Pogba central, and put Rashford to the right. Or maybe he'll just take Martial. I don't think he'll take McTominay off. I can't see him taking McTominay off. Cavani's coming on. I think he'll take Martial or Bruno off. I don't think he'll take Cavani. I don't think he'll take McTominay off. I mean, Rashford's not had a good game, has he? But, I mean... I think we need to win the game. He's taken off Martial. Martial off. Cavani on. Yeah, I thought he would do that. It's probably a fitness thing, to be honest. Rashford to the left, Cavani down the middle though. It's not, you know, Rashford's not a number 9, is he? You know, it was worth a try for that pace, but it's not worked. So you may as well just try Cavani up front and try and get higher up the pitch. Oh, Luke Shaw, that's a bad ball out the back. Firmino gets past Fred. That's a goal. Oh, Salah puts it wide, corner. Bloody hell. That's because Luke Shaw plays a bad pass out from the back here. Sloppy, and Firmino gets past Fred. Fred and McTominay have been got past too easy though, haven't they, this half? Oh, Maguire with the block there. Why are we playing out from the back exactly? Corner to Liverpool. Shaqiri headed away. Good header by Maguire there. He's given another corner. Or was it McTominay who headed it away? This channel has been the best find during lockdown. Thank you. Nervous now. Still excited, says Phil John. I'll get more nervous the longer it stays 0-0 and the closer it gets to the 90th minute, because I think you fall into that category of, you know, you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose, do you? Late on. So yeah, I probably am getting a little bit more nervous the more the game carries on, really. McTominay with the header away. Ollie made a good choice by picking Lindelof. Lindelof reads the game better than Beza. These types of games suits Lindelof better, says Unknown. Yeah, it's certainly not been a problem, has it? So far. Don't want to give it a kiss of death. He came from Uruguay, crossed to the back post. Luke Shaw with the header. And Robertson's delivery. That's absolutely shit by Bruno. That fucking flick on the edge of the box. Get your fucking head on, Bruno. I know he's the best player we've got, but that's bullshit doing that. Robertson's delivery's been awful. Postman Pratt, says Tom Witchard. I'm nicking that one, Tom. You've just given me one of my best lines. Oh, I love it. I love that. "63 minutes. I don't. You know what? Rashford needs to turn it on the left-hand side now, because I don't feel. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's lost it now. Go on, Wan. Go on then. Go on, keep going. Cavani turned the wrong way there. Cavani. There was 2 passes on for you there. Go on, Fred. Bruno. Nah, poor shot. Well, it wasn't a bad shot, but you needed a bit more on that. Welcome to the Members Club, Binnett. Remember, you will have your player ratings in the second half to do. Probably about 10 minutes. We'll have that up on the website. You do feel that the game could open up, though. You know, one of these two teams, one of these great rivals, are going to get the chance. And it's about hanging in the game long enough to get that chance. You can see it's going to happen. Good play by Maguire. Good play by Fred. Bruno, wide to Rashford. Here we go. Go on, Rashi. Head, just run at him. Rashford's been 2 stop-start for me today. Lovely ball, Bruno. Alisson. Cavani hit it. Oh. Fabinho. He's going to book him for that. It's a lovely ball by Rashford, actually. I was like, oh, Rashford's held up the play there. Lovely ball by Rashford. Fabinho, Bruno makes a great run, and then Cavani. Oh, tell you what. Is it worth... I'd let Pogba at this. remember when Pogba used to hit free kicks and he used to hit the post all the time? I'd let Pogba have a go on this. I've said it 4 times now. It's quite far out for, or maybe Rashford. Maybe Rashford from here. I think Rashford's going to hit this. Welcome to the Members Club, Ben Rowland. Yeah, it's probably a bit far out for Bruno. Rashford's going to hit this. I mean, can Rashford hit free kicks? Remember last time I said this, what happened? I don't think Rashford can hit free kicks. I think he's hit one wonder free kick and the rest of them hit the back of the stands. See what I'm doing? I'm trying to jinx him here. I think Rashford's really shit at free kicks, to be honest with you. Need to bring on Telles and Van der Beek, says Billy. Yeah, I think Rashford's rubbish at free kicks. He can't hit a free kick for his life. It's always a waste of time. You may as well go and fetch the ball now, Alisson. This is a goal kick every day of the week. Yeah, hit the wall. Welcome to the Members Club, Omri. Thanks for joining. Pogba's got it on the far right hand side. Needs some help. Mane. The jinx didn't work. Remember to subscribe, bottom right hand corner if you haven't. We're on that road now to 960,000. Nice ball into Bruno. Oh, nearly laid it off to Cavani. Getting a lot more of the ball now, Bruno, which I think is going to be really important. The game is starting to get a bit stretched. I don't think he'll change. I don't think he'll make any more subs now. Lovely. Well, look at that. Look at that by Luke Shaw. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Calm little turn. Gets it back to De Gea. Relieve the pressure. De Gea will hit it long. Lovely kick by De Gea into the feet of Pogba. I tell you what. De Gea's distribution from feet and hands have got so much better recently, haven't they? This season, it's so much better. The transition from De Gea. It used to be something really missing. He's obviously worked on that. Liverpool not really been in it much this half. I mean, they're a threat, but they're not. It's more of a 50-50 game. I think we're playing more of a 4-4-2 at the moment. Rashford's sort of playing off Cavani, isn't he? Well done, Mark. He's going to leave in a clanger, says Daz. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. Mane's in the box. Good tackle. No, he's not. Lindelof still got it. Mane. Ooh. Foul. Super chat coming in from Sean Finity. Says Fred's really grown into this game. Brilliant turn on Thiago just now, carrying well, passing forward quickly. 20 minutes to go. Liverpool remind me of a genital watch, which was don't go away, says Medema. Bit weird. Thiago's gone quiet in this half. You know, to be fair, Thiago has gone quite quiet. Our attack feels half-hearted at times, says Jack Lamarchelle. And I'm just here for the gameplay, says Elamino. Corner to Manchester United. Now, can we get a better delivery on this corner? Because we've got the height of Maguire and Pogba and McTominay. If we can get a good delivery, this is something we can really get into this game. There they are, the lads. The tree lads. They're like, aha. There was 3 of them. Take on me. Bruno's on the corner. Come on, Bruno. Good delivery. It is a good delivery. Pogba gets the header. Oh, why is no one attacking that? He heads it bloody towards Firmino. It's not got any height on it. Fred's just gone to ground like a prat. Oh, Lindelof as well. Salah and Mane been handled. We've just been ineffective in the midfield, says SK. Lovely corner from Bruno. Good header by Pogba. He bounces it down towards Firmino, and you'd expect someone like Cavani to anticipate on that, but nobody did. 20 minutes to go. Liverpool's threat is as real as Klopp's gnashers, says Polar Bear. Well, let's be careful. Don't you find Klopp and Firmino's pearly whites a little over the top, like piano keys? They're distracting, says Panam. And finally, Goldbridge starts to feel a little bit nervous. I think with 20 minutes to go in this game now, and a draw within grasp, you don't want to lose this game now. You don't want to lose this game anyway, but you don't want to lose this game now. It's nervy time. I do need to change the team, thank you. That always makes me feel a little bit more relaxed, actually. Luke Shaw again. Oh, I tell you what, Luke Shaw today. Absolutely brilliant. In a game of this magnitude as well. I mean, it's just when you shine in a game like this, you know you're at the top of your game. And again, he just wins another header there. Bruno has been decent this game, especially as we're playing defensive and he can't get the ball as much as he always does, says Ethan. I think Bruno's been better the second half. I think first half it was difficult. I think Rashford's been very quiet again, hasn't he? I still think, long term, you've got to get Pogba more central. He's wasted on the right wing. I mean, he's played well, Pogba, but he's just wasted on the right wing. He's too good a player to be playing out on the right wing. You've got to be brave and play him more centrally, which I think we will against better teams, to be fair. I don't think it's like a major concern, but I would like to have seen him there. I think Bruno hasn't been good at all, but respect to Luke Shaw, says Armand. $15 minutes, 16 minutes to go. Player ratings is open if you want to do them a bit early. You might want to wait a little bit. Oh, get rid of it, Lindelof. It is open, the player ratings, on theunitedstand.com. I will drop a link in the video description now. Starting to feel a little bit sick with nerves. Not really. I don't feel sick with nerves, but I do feel a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. It's a big game. Maguire, lovely ball by Maguire to Rashford. Go on then, Rashford, have him on toast. To Shaw. Oh, what a bit of play. Bruno nearly makes it 1-0. Lovely cut. I mean, Luke Shaw would have so many assists if people finished their chances. Lovely play between Maguire, brilliant ball, to Rashford, overlap ball to Luke Shaw, cuts back, and Bruno, well, I don't know what Bruno can do here. It's a lovely cutback by Luke Shaw. You know what? I don't think Bruno can do much more. They've got so many players back, so many people on the line. He's just got to try and place it. And Alisson makes the save. That's the chance of the game, though. You just hope that Liverpool are not going to get a chance like that themselves. Shaqiri comes off, and Curtis Jones comes on. Player ratings link is in the video description, by the way. As is the competition to win an £800 voucher from Boohoo Man. Free to enter. Chance of the game for Bruno. Van der Beek on, McTominay off, get Pogba central. Come on, Ollie, says Ninja Smurf. He's not going to do it. I said it after the Watford game. Donny van der Beek will not play a minute in the next 2 games, and he won't. Marcel's played well, Panam, and I'm not going to read something inappropriate like that, as funny as you think you are. Love Bruno, but has been wasteful, says Daniel Harding. I don't really think. I think you've got an agenda, Daniel. Really, I don't think Bruno. I think it's fashionable to say Bruno's had a bad game when actually I think in the second half he's played really good. Great, couple of really good passes, getting people in. Good interplay on the left hand side. I don't think he can do much more with that shot. What a cross by Trent. Luckily, that's gone wide. I think people's standards are too high. I mean, we're playing against Liverpool and we're matching Liverpool in this second half, and 0-0's a good result. I don't think people understand that this. If we don't lose this game, it's actually a really good result. We're playing at Anfield against Liverpool, who are the champions, and we're holding our own at the moment. And yet people are going, "He's been shit. He's been shit." It's like I don't know. Get back on your bloody console, you PS4 generation. You're talking out your arse. Great save by De Gea. Thiago with the shot. Don't think it was a great save, but he had to make a save. Game is starting to open up. Was that a good save? No, it's straight at De Gea, really. But yeah, I don't think people understand like the standard of quality that you're playing and how good teams tend to cancel each other out. And at the end of the day, that's what's happening. We wanted this game to be about, can we go toe-to-toe with Liverpool? I've seen this Liverpool team annihilate Leicester. I've seen this team annihilate Wolves. I've seen this team beat Spurs. And yet here we are, Manchester United, shitty old Man United apparently. We're toe-to-toe with them, especially second half. It's been a very equal second half. I don't think we've had poor performances. I just think it's just been a very, very equal game. Ollie should make some subs. I just don't think he will. 10 minutes out. Cross for Robertson. We shouldn't be conceding from crosses. They've still got it, Liverpool. Second phase. Bruno is... Modder girl, bye. Not even going to read... Don't care if it's a super chat. Not reading it out. Everyone else can read it if they want to. What people don't understand about super chats is it's not a free ride to write something totally thick, like, or abusive. So I'm not going to write about it because you're just trying to say shit that exposes you as not really a Manchester United fan. If you think someone's been shit in that United side today, you're foolish. You've not got a bloody clue. Everybody's put a shift in against a very good side, and we're on the verge of a really good result. I've told you this before. Screw your head on and stop being negative about a team that's top of the league, grafting at Anfield against a very good Liverpool side. And you want to go in on players. You're not proper fans. You're not proper fans if you're going in on your players at the moment. We're 10 minutes out from a really good result and people are going in on players. Grow up. Why take Martial off? Why didn't Ollie take McTominay off? Move Pogba central, Cavani up front with Martial and Rashford, says Ravine. Oh, Fred. He's flying in with some silly tackles here, Fred. I'm now starting to get nervous. Is it obvious? I'm getting stressed now. If you lose this game in the last 10 minutes, it's... It's nervy time. I mean, surely Liverpool have got to go for it. I don't know whether I'm up or down with this sip at the moment. Surely Liverpool have got to go for this. Only problem with the draw is it gives City a chance to go above us with their games in hand. Says Porter, yeah, but we can't. It's Anfield, that's what I'm saying. It's a 38-game season. If City go ahead of us, City go ahead of us. But you can't say we've got to win at Anfield. It'd be nice to win at Anfield, but you can't say that. It's. I thought that was going to drop to Mane. We clear it, and Maguire keeps it out for a throw-in. Game is stretching in a bit. It's scratching a bit. Football, bloody hell. I think Liverpool are starting to have a go at this and we're starting to sit in a bit. And this is what Ollie tends to do. It's the Mourinho thing. He'll start to sit in here. And I don't want us to sit in. I think we've been quite progressive this half. I don't want us sitting in. Have a go. Cross comes to the back post. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, brilliant, Lindelof. That's brilliant by Lindelof. If that's Eric Bailly, we are going mad about that. Oh, Bruno! Here we go, 2v1. Go on, Rashford! Go on! No! Bloody Rashford! You greedy shit! What are you doing, Rashford? Why didn't you pass to Cavani? Why didn't you pass to Cavani? Bloody Rashford there. Oh. That would have been it. Way too selfish there. Way too selfish there. He's got to slip Cavani in. Oh. That's Rashford's problem. Selfishness. It can be the best thing in the world and it can be the worst thing in the world. He's just got to slip him in here. It's a 2v1. Fabinho's in no man's land. He's just got to... Now! He's got to slip him in. He's got to slip him in. He's heading into trouble. He's got to move the ball. Wan-Bissaka. Cross. Pogba! Oh, what a save by Alisson! What a save by Alisson! I can't believe it. Pogba can't believe it. It drops to Pogba. Bruno gets him up. I can't believe this doesn't go in. Wan-Bissaka with some sort of weird cross. It drops to Pogba. And he hits it straight at Alisson, to be honest. It's straight at Alisson. Anywhere else and that's a goal. Corner Man United. Oh, God, it's that close. It's that close. It's not what a save. It's just straight at it. I mean, it's a good save, but I don't think Pogba's got much of the goal to aim at. Luke Shaw on the corner. Oh, my God. We've had two good chances there. Luke Shaw, it's a good cross. Oh, Rashford! Bloody hell! Oh, my God. Liverpool. Oh, it's offside. What? Lovely corner by Luke Shaw, who's just been brilliant. Pogba. Yeah, Rashford would have been offside. Rashford was offside anyway. He was offside. Surprise, surprise, Rashford was offside. I mean, that's the new song, isn't it? Surprise, surprise. Marcus Rashford's fallen offside. Firmino comes off. Oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Two chances there. Pogba. I don't think Pogba could do much for, but Rashford, why didn't you bloody feed him in? Here's Fred. It's open. The door's open at the back. Man United playing really well this last 5 minutes. Cavani. Oh, yes. Bruno. Oh, it's not a good cross by Bruno. It's 0-0. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not joking. It's so nervous. And if they go and win it at the other end now, they're on the attack, Liverpool. They've got men. Of course they've got men. They're a team of men. Good header by Harry Maguire. Turn, Rashford. Move the ball. Oh, it's that. Who is that to? I'll tell you what. He never gets any stick, but I'm not convinced. People have said Bruno's not had a good game. I'm not convinced Rashford's had a good game, to be honest. I know it's not fashionable to say it, but I'm not convinced. No subs from Ollie yet. And the thing is, what really worries me is Liverpool haven't had their chance. We've had some chances. Come on, give it into Bruno. Needs some help. That's good play by Bruno and Fred. You've got to say, United's second half have been very, very good. Pogba's down the right-hand side. Up against Henderson. That'll be a corner, will it? We'll have a corner, ref. Oh, a throw-in. Squeaky bum time. Yeah, it's squeaky bum time. Greenwood's going to come on. We've got about 5 minutes of normal time to go and extra time. Nil-nil. You take this, but we sort of dare to dream and want more. We feel we deserve more, but we dare not lose. Do we take it? Do you play the last 5? Well, we've got to play the last 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be poetic, but long ball, Luke Shaw again. Oh, just so good a performance by Luke Shaw. I cannot tell you how well he's played. It's been, for anybody who's ever criticised Luke Shaw, and I've been saying this for years, Luke Shaw's a good player. Oh, you're full of shit. You've got a bias towards Luke Shaw. You only like him for one reason. Bullshit. I like him because he's a good player. Good run by McTominay. Fouled. I hope anybody who's ever criticised Luke Shaw watches him today and realises he is this player. Strong performance. He's going to make a sub here, Ollie. And there's an injury now for Manchester United. Wijnaldum and Bruno having a bit of an argument. Don't know what that's all about. Bruno, don't get a booking for dissent, mate. Keep your gob shut. Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Actually, don't need to be new. You might not have subscribed. Bottom right hand corner to do that. Player ratings are open as well. I've dropped it in the link in the video description. Second paragraph down. You should be able to see it. Player ratings vote here. Mark every player out of 10. 6 being the average. And Bruno's not happy about being subbed. I don't blame him. Why are we taking fucking Bruno off? Don't know why you take Bruno off when you could win a game, to be honest. But there you go. I'll take Rashford off. Yeah, player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Put a star next to your man of the match, and we'll go through that on the match reaction show. 0-0 here, of course. Pogba will probably slip into the number 10 position, which is where he is. Greenwood, Luke Shaw puts a cross in, not a great one. How long's going to be added on is the big thing. I think Maguire's played well tonight. I think Lindelof's played well tonight as well. He's not said how long. I don't know how long there's going to be added on. Corner for Liverpool. It's only 3 minutes, 2 minutes to get through. I feel like we're hanging on now. Not hanging on like we've been terrible. Josh D is upset that Bruno's been taken off. It's the second time I've seen him do it in recent weeks. He takes Bruno off, like with a few minutes to go. I don't understand why you'd take the player that's got you to the top of the league off. The player that creates the most things, scores the late penalties, scored a winner against Brighton with the last kick penalty. I don't know why he does that, but we've got to focus here. Corner. Cross comes in. Get it away. Pogba heads it away. Thiago. Pogba. Have a look. What's on? No, he's lost it. Needed to move that quicker there, Pogba. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We have got the match reaction coming up. Lots of thoughts. Lots and lots of thoughts. So much to digest. As I said, I'm sure many neutrals have watched this and said it's a shit game. I think for United and Liverpool fans, it's been fascinating. Liverpool fans probably not going to be very happy. Second half, I think United have been the better team. Luke Shaw again. Lovely ball by Luke Shaw. And what's happened now? I guess we're playing to tie since Bruno is off. I have a bad feeling about this, says Uncle Drew. And both defences have been brilliant today, says Ben. Luke Shaw, man of the match, says Luke. I think Luke Shaw's been man of the match by a very, very long way. About a minute to go now. Just had a message from a mate saying, brainless moron, Rashford, not you. I think he's talking about that time. He could have slipped Cavani through. I think that was the big moment. But until Rashford learns the final ball, he's always going to be a raw talent, isn't he? He's got to learn the final ball. Liverpool on the attack. Rashford gives a free kick up and gets a yellow card to complete what's been a poor performance from Marcus Rashford, I'd say. Probably the worst player for Manchester United today. I know a few people felt Bruno was bad. I didn't see Bruno play badly. I thought Bruno played okay. I think Rashford's had a bad game. And but in the grand scheme of things, as I said, it's not about bad performances today. It's about it's about something more than that. It's about getting. I mean, a draw's a good result for United. It is a good result. I think we could have had more. I agree we should have had more. But it's a good result. A point's a good result for Manchester United. And the referee blows the whistle. I tell you what, I'll take that. I will take that. I think we could have got more, but I will take that. It's a disappointment in a way because I think we could have got more, but I will take that. Lots and lots and lots to think about. Don't think Liverpool did enough, but their goalkeeper had to make more saves than our goalkeeper, and I think that's a good result. And we go and we take something from that, and we go again. I think Ollie needs to build his team out. I think Pogba's wasted on the wing. But look, player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being average. We'll go through that on the match reaction. Also, bigger thoughts on what that means, where we are as a club. I think it's really important as well. And lots more to discuss. Links in the video description for the match reaction. I'm going to be live there in about a minute or two. I'll see you on there. Thanks for watching. See you in a